Who's that in the chat? Great continuation to you, love. How are you? Let's see who over here. I see him listening. He'll sit here listening to Top Cat and listen to Top Cat now. Top Cat and Dame. Okay, let me see. Can I fix something now? Something going on. Okay. Who's in the chat? Let's see. I'm trying to share it out. Okay, what's going on, y'all? Hey, y'all know I miss y'all. Y'all know I love to come into the chat. Come back up here and just share what I can because I'm doing what I need to do. And some people don't understand that because they're not doing what they need to do. But I'm here for it, y'all. I'm here for it. Let me see. Can I get to my comments? Oh, okay. Hey, son, how you doing? OG, how you doing? Appreciate you coming over. Appreciate you so much. Y'all know I got some stuff on my mind, right? And when I see it, I just want to share it. So y'all know me. I don't know nothing. I'm just sharing. I love y'all, though, so much. Not the LOVE, but the LUV. That's my love. It's different than they love. Yes, it is. Ain't that right, son? Yeah. Okay, y'all share it out. Share it out, y'all. I'm finna get started. I want to show y'all about this weather, what I found out about the weather. I know y'all probably done found it out too, but we're going to touch and agree on this because it's real and it's going on in the midst of us. And a lot of people are really thinking that, it's all right. And they're not understanding that they're setting themselves up for future things that they ain't going to know what's wrong with them by partaking in some of these things that these people have done. Like, for instance, the fake snow. I saw people literally eating it. And I was like, oh. And the brat, as a matter of fact, I saw her eat 2 handfuls. But much respect back at you, OG. Thank you so much, love. Give my love to mama and the baby, okay? But I saw her eat 2 handfuls, but at the same time, she was confessing that last time it snowed in Atlanta, she ate it and got sick as a dog, she said. But she still act like it was something that she could not stop herself from eating it. You feel me? She looked like she was drawn to throwing that stuff, 2 handfuls of it. So I see a lot of people say, well, they didn't play in the snow, but their children did. But they got sick, But when I tell you that snow has carbon dioxide on it, ain't that what we supposed to be blowing out? That's supposed to be, what we supposed to give to the earth instead of the earth giving it to us? But this is what they're putting in these clouds that they're seeding with carbon dioxide, which back in the day we know it to be hot ice or dry ice. Remember that, OG? The dry ice that we used to have to put in the ice box. I think you almost right there. You might not remember the ice box. But yeah, so this is what they're putting in the sky, in the clouds, to give us this snow. And so this is why it's cold. This is why it does the effect that it does to the body, even to the atmosphere, gives it that. You know how that dry ice did? And it's the same way with the rain. You wonder why it's so cold and wet? It is silver. Oh God, it's just on the tip of my tongue. I just had to. I'll get it back in a minute. It's chloride, not chloride, not chloride, y'all. Let me get it back in my mind a minute. But it's silver, and they put it in there to make the rain. And when it thunders and lightning, I just found this out the other night because my grandmama and them used to be scared of thunder and lightning, and it seemed like something that they had wasn't used to. So now when I find out, it's because of them cloud seeding the land, and so they're cloud seeding the land, and the thunder and the lightning comes from the the gases, the chemicals that they don't put in the clouds. There's a combustion and it explodes up there. That's what causes the lightning and the thundering. I mean, you look it up. Look it up. I can show it to you too if you. This thing is showing little, making me mad. But y'all hear me? Look this up. I'm only telling you what I found. Find out some more. Let's be able to heal ourselves. Let's be able to save our babies from thinking that, oh, it's snowing and we going outside and play in it. Let's teach our children that it's nothing to play in, baby. The environment is poison. I mean, this is something that it's a hard pill for a lot of people to accept, you know. And bless my daughter's heart, the other day she told me, she said, Mama, she said, because I asked her a question, because she in the nursing field, asked her a couple questions, and she said, well, Mama, look, just call the hospital, call the ambulance if you feel like you need to. And and I'm like, no, baby, you don't know. I would never do that. I would stay home and ask the ancestors and everything that's good and right to help me before I go before I go out my house to go to a pharmaceutical, medical, that witchcraft, that type of situation. We know better now, right, y'all? We know better now. And so I couldn't tell my daughter at the time. Hopefully she might hear this video one day, and understand. She said, well, Mama, get you some Pedialat or some Gatorade. Truly, if it's all right for the babies, it's all right for you. Y'all know I done the research on that stuff before. Y'all know I know it's nothing healthy or good in Gatorade. And they give it to all the people on the field of the football field. But I've done my research. My boots are always on the ground. On this life, right? And when I tell you, we have got to take control as OG have done. We got to get a piece of land, y'all. We gotta grow what we need to eat. Because when I tell you, when I go to Walmart, and that's the only place they got for me. Well, I ain't gonna say the only. It's another little store, Ingles. But when I go to the store and get some food, and in 2 days it's going bad, I know something ain't right because I done seen food grow out the ground before. I've seen it, and I know how long it can last. So, you know what I'm saying? This type of thing is things that we are to do. We can't sit here and wait and wonder what they gonna do. I promise you, y'all. I don't know how many but I see 7 of y'all in the bushes. But hey, great continuation to you. Glad you thought about coming over to see what I'm talking about. Boots on the ground always. What's up, Aquaman? How you doing, American Indian Strike Backs? Long time no see. Good to see you. Y'all know, yesterday I showed y'all how the gilded, the how who all of these rich people came, right? But don't nobody talk about all these rich people, and I wonder why. I mean, why is everybody still not understanding what really happened here? Thank you, love. I appreciate that so much. Why aren't we talking about anybody know anything? Oh, let me ask a few questions. See who gonna give me an answer. Anybody know anything about the triracial communities? That was where I left off at 2 last night. The mulatto communities. Anybody know much about the mulatto? What I'm what I'm coming to the conclusion is that the mulatto is how the Moors say that they say that they created the myth of white supremacy. So the mulatto is the link to white supremacy. Because when you see, if you remember in that, if y'all saw it, I know I'm on a different channel today, so I wanted to see how many of my people gonna follow me. Because I got over 400 and some people on this channel, but I ain't been able to get on it in a while. So I wanted to see how it was gonna work. You guys, and thank you so much for coming over to see what I got to talk about tonight. But I'm going to talk about the mulattoes. I'm talking about how we got here. See, and it's sad that we got so many scholars, so many government workers, so many all this and that who can get their hands on this information, so they say. But we all got this shit in our hands. Excuse me. We all got computers in our hand. And every time a nigga say something out their mouth, I'm already done looked it up. And I don't know about you, but I ain't letting nobody tell me nothing that I can find out for myself. So when I come on here to share something that I found and want somebody to take it and go and find some more and talk about it. Because it don't make no sense to have the truth and people not exposing the truth when they hear the truth. They want to go and try to think of something else to damn talk about when we got all this shit to find out about. It don't make sense to me. Those agents, to me, right there, I see the movements in the niggas' action. Come on. Think I don't be watching? I be watching all this shit. And I see how the plays go. But I know it ain't nobody doing nothing really about it like they shitting me. Because if it was, I just heard them talk about it just then. Dane and Talkin. They're the only two that I would say should go somewhere. Go up there and speak for us. What? All these other niggas, what? They the one been really moving some things. But somebody needs to go. Somebody needs to go. They need to get out the internet talking about it. Because the corporation don't owe us nothing to do for us if we don't tell them. And I know we're supposed to be there telling them what we want. So I'm encouraging anybody on the sound of my voice and you got that itch in you to be a politician or to be somebody to get up there and speak for us, the people, I say go do it. Because this corporation been going on a long time, baby. And for any of us to sit here and say, I want them to leave and go home, you better get in place. You better see what this shit really is made about. I'm sorry. The whole government the whole army, the whole military, the whole what, everything they got. They bag by their riches. And we are backed by nothing but what we think we know by way of trying to find out what lies done been told us about how we got here, about what happened to us. But now everybody all of a sudden know, but ain't nobody got no documentation of these conversations. They just running their mouth. I just wish people would just, let's go with what you got. Let's make a stand somewhere about what's reality in our world. Because other than that, all I see is a bunch of what's that that boy played Truman shows. All I see is a bunch of Mandela effect mentality people. I mean, I watched the show last night where everybody looked like they was on trying to figure out how the law done messed them up. I bet dog if somebody didn't see a feather, and I bet dog if his mind didn't go to tell another man that, oh, what? Yeah, we see the feather. What's wrong with you? That's the feather that your uncle played with your booty hole with. Why would a man do that? Oh, y'all excuse me for screaming because I get so damn furious. Yeah, I'm body right here. These boots on the ground. Mama Chief in the house. To hear a bunch of grown men playing with each other, but they're a bunch of old ass faggots. Been doing it a long time. Did it and came out. Now they got it out. Now they got the red light to go ahead and act like that. It's unacceptable. They filthy mouth can't speak nothing. I mean, I'm talking about, I see too many homosexual conversation going on in the middle of the night. When I wake up, I hear, I'll be like, oh my goodness, these men really doing this? And then they'll get up the next day and do it all over again. Get up, waiting on it. Just waiting to be dissensional, waiting to sit there and cuss each other out and call the women's bitches. Oh, quick to call women's bitches. Quick to be on women. But a shy up and laugh when another nigga talk about him. I mean, you know what? Bunch of coward activity going on in the so-called community. But I ain't here for that. But my boots always been on the ground. But anybody don't know. I'm the one started this shit. I'm about ready to talk about a lot of motherfuckers while they playing with me. Okay? Because I've been around here just as long as they know. Ask Empress Hobart. Ask Chief Holiday. Damn it. Y'all gonna stop disrespecting and thinking that I ain't got nothing to say and that I don't contribute. I contributed more than anybody up in here when it comes to talking about reality. My reality is sure. That's why I don't play games. Now, now that I done did that, because somebody stepped on my toe again today. And y'all know I don't play with that. I don't come on this live to make too much noise. But I will stand up for myself. Don't nobody get it twisted. You better ask somebody about who I used to be. Because I changed myself to be a better woman. So let me be that. Please allow me to be that. Got time for the bull. Let's go. Y'all, I love y'all. Thank you for coming. It's 9 of y'all here. It might be 9 because I raised my voice. I don't know. Somebody might have said, y'all know what I mean? People like drama. But I hope my people understand I'm here for that. I'm here for it. When Boots on the Ground came along, I first said the dance, y'all. Before anybody started saying it, I was saying it. And people were coming to see me. Ask any nigga how many folks really came to see them. Back in the day, they were coming to see Mama Chief. That's how I got the name. Y'all forgot? I didn't name myself Mama Chief. Because I wouldn't have never wanted to be the mama to none of these niggas I done met. I mean, excuse me, not I mean not like you know what I mean, love. I'm talking about them niggas. Yeah, the ones called. Oh yeah. They know who they be. But yeah, been here, been doing this work. I dare you. Oh wait a minute.
Yeah, you be quiet when Big Mama.
Now start over. I messed it up, y'all. There we go.
Shout out to the Mama Chief.
What?
Yeah, you be quiet when Big Mama speak. What she gave us is a part of me. It flows through my arteries. Even on that journey.
Shout out to Drake Cobb. Always be my nephew.
First the healers, Mama's boy. Yeah, you know I'm pride and joy. Soul food. Yeah, you know I'm an enjoy. Calm you down just by the sound of a voice. There isn't another feeling inside. When they cheer you on at your game and you feeling the pride. You and your siblings fighting. She gon' make you put the feelings aside. She can't lead you down the road, but she can give you the guide. Where you think I get that blissful look in my eyes? I need a side of ice cream with lip balms apple pie. You know what's up for Mama Chief, you know I'm a ride. Cause we all need our Mama Chiefs. Yeah, we all love our Mama Chiefs. The greatness, the patience, the foundation, the knowledge passed down so many generations. Our motivation. I just wanna thank you for my creation. Cause we all love our Mama Chiefs. Yeah, we all need a Mama Chiefs. Yeah, we all rap for Mama Chief. The dedication. I seen your tears at my graduation. Let me know why you gonna make it. You the reason I'm one of the greatest.
Hey, y'all.
Cause we all need a Mama Chiefs. Yeah, we all love a Mama Chiefs. Yeah, we all rap for Mama Chief. Now be quiet.
Y'all know we're gonna run it one more time, y'all. Shout out to the chicks that still up in
here. Shout out to the Mama Chief. Yeah, you be quiet when Big Mama speak. What she gave us is a part of me. It flows through my arteries. Even on that journey, that love grows how the garden be. The first to teach us when we sit, the first to heal us. Mama's boy, yeah, you know, my pride and joy. Soul food, yeah, you know, I'm an enjoy. Calm you down just by the sound of a voice. There isn't another feeling inside. When they cheer you on at your game and you feeling the pride. You and your siblings fighting, she gon' make you put the feelings aside. She can't lead you down the road, but she can give you the guide. Where you think I get that blissful look in my eyes? I need a side of ice cream with lip balms apple pie. You know what's up for Mama Chief, you know I'm a ride. Cause we all need our Mama Chiefs. Yeah, we all love our Mama Chiefs. The greatness, the patience, the foundation, the knowledge passed down so many generations. Our motivation. I just wanna thank you for my creation. Cause we all love our Mama Chiefs. Yeah, we all need our Mama Chiefs. Yeah, we all rap for Mama Chief. The dedication. I seen your tears at my graduation. Now look why your boy done made it. You the reason I'm one of the greatest. Yeah, cause we all need our Mama Chiefs. Yeah, we all love our Mama Chiefs. Yeah, we all rap for Mama Chief. Now be quiet, let Big Mama speak.
All right, y'all. Thank y'all so much. Thank y'all so much for being here. You can be anywhere you want to be. I know that. And you chose to be here with me. So, let me see how I'm going to get this going today. What I'm trying to do. My attempt to share. Let's see how this screen share go, you guys. Let me see. Right here. Can you guys see my screen, please? Let's see where I'm going. Let's see where we going, y'all. I got so much on here, y'all just don't know. I gotta find stuff, so y'all bear with me, y'all. We finna get into some stuff, okay? Those that can bear with me, those that gotta go. I know y'all got work to do and everything, but I appreciate seeing your face, your little name up in here. Let me know you still, got love for Mama Chief. Thank you so much. Okay. So, but I'm gonna go. I think I want to go to the. I want to go to the Tri Cities. Let's go here first. I think I want to show y'all this. Yeah, I think it's this one. Thank y'all for being patient with me. Okay. Anybody ever heard of the Moors of Delaware? Um, Let me see. Can I make this bigger? Yeah, I made it a little bit. If I miss something, y'all help me out, okay? The Moors of Delaware. A look at the triracial group. Anybody familiar with the triracial groups? I mean, they're actually better known as mulattoes. You probably know that name better, right? Where my talkers at? Ain't nobody got in the chat yet. Okay. Um. Okay. So these are mulattoes, just to make it plain. Um. And they're called. If you Google right now, I mean, I need y'all to Google with me or work. I need y'all to work when y'all come over here with me. Don't be laying down talking about you being. I know you're tired though, but don't be tired. Be tired. I'm just joking. But look up triracial group or triracial communities, and you'd be surprised what you stumble upon, okay? As I was. So, an intermingling of races was one of the products which occurred with the early European exploration and settlement of North America, of the North American continent, my bad. Stemming from these earlier interminglings, there exists within the eastern United States today in numbers totaling between 50,000 and 100,000 persons, a variety of surviving localized strains of mixed blood people. Those called the Moors of the Delaware Moors or a group of such descent. You heard of the Melungeons, right? The Melungeons are some of those same people. I got another theory. I ain't gonna throw it out here yet. About a lot of these people, like the Lenny Lenapes, the Wash. Yeah, Come on. When you think of Moors, think about. I mean, you gotta put it together in your own mind to see it. You feel me? So, in in a June 1953 article, the geographical Edward T. Price mapped the location of the chief population of racially mixed groups in the eastern United States. Through the particular geographic distribution of these groups, Price indicated how environmental circumstances such as swamps or inaccessible and barren mountain country favored their growth. So, sound like to me, you remember people used to talk about the hillbillies or the mountain, those people who lived in the mountain, they live, I don't know what y'all might ain't never heard that. But when he said that they was, off to themselves pretty much in the mountainous area geographically, in the swamps, tide waters of the Atlantic and the Gulf Coast, where swamps, islands, and peninsulas have protected them. Oh, you see? So they lived like that and protected. They were protected in those lands and kept alive a portion of the Aboriginal blood which greeted the first white settlers on these shores. Wow. Okay. Other pockets of these groups are located farther inland in the western Piedmont area, backing up against the Blue Ridge and the Alleghenies. So those are the mountains. Those are those mountainous, probably what they would call back in the day the white hillbillies. Huh. A few of the groups are to be found along the top of the Blue Ridge Mountains, and on several ridges of the Appalachian Great Valleys. Okay, y'all. It's for y'all in here. I hope y'all see what I'm saying. These was those mulattoes, those triracials. They claim they had African, Indian, and so-called Caucasian in them. That's what they say. So I'm not gonna read all this because it's very extensive. But I want you to be able to go and get it yourself. The Delaware Moors, y'all. Y'all know I like to just show you stuff and you go get it, and go from there. Okay. So last night I went over how the Germans and the Europeans came over in 1897. 5 years later, here come thousands and thousands and thousands of them. But at the same time, 1830, 30, whatever that was, with the Indian removals. So we have been removed out of all these places now. That now in 1897 and 1902, they bringing in thousands and thousands of them to fill up the community that they had them took us off of. Old census record. No, I'm sorry, I missed something. In addition to the mapping and the distribution of and indicating environmental circumstances pertaining to these racially mixed groups, Price also noted a number of common phenomena related to them. These groups have been presumed to be part white, with varying proportions of American Indian and Negro blood. Although a lack of solid documentation concerning the origins of a good number of the groups makes determination of racial composition uncertain. Due to their particular racial mixture, these groups are recognized as of intermediate social status, sharing lots with them. I'm sorry, sharing lots with neither whites nor blacks. It's supposed to be white. Sharing lots with neither whites nor blacks, nor enjoying the government protection of tribal ties of typical Indian descent. So they said they didn't distinguish between white or black or Indian. Old census records have indicated that the present number of mixed blood have sprung from great reproductive increases of small initial population of the groups. The predominance of a limited number of surnames within each group. Ooh, I hope they get some surnames. Please get some surnames up in here. Y'all, this is gonna be good if they give me some surname mulattoes. I'm gonna see. I got some mulattoes on my tree. Let's not get that twisted. Anybody saying that they're Indians, they got mulattoes in their tree. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. It don't mean they were Moors though. It don't mean they was Moors though. I ain't gonna say that much. I ain't going that far. Let's see. Uh, The predominance of a limited number of surnames within each group of, at present is in line with such a conclusion and is also indicative of their high degree of endogamy. Endogamy. What is that word? Somebody, endogamy. I gotta look that up. Resorting from their intermediate status and their relatively geographical isolation from the mainstream population. So these people were isolated. He said they was isolated from the mainstream population. Characteristics of generally low educational and income levels. So they were like, yeah, back, I ain't gonna say it, but yeah, let's go. Um, as well as large families tend to further mark the racially mixed group as members of the more backward, sector of the American nation. So it looked like they were like those backwoods. Um, they ain't remember the movie. Y'all ever seen the movie called The Hills Have Eyes? That it was a movie called The Hills Have Eyes, and anybody that came through there, the people would get them and eat them. Excuse me. Okay, let's see here. While all of the aspects of mentioned above are descriptive of similarities between the various racially mixed groups distributed throughout the eastern United States, one must also realize that each group is essentially a unique phenomenon. Each one stems from a particular intermixture of races and is related to a specific locale with recognition of the group crystallized by a name applied either by the group itself or by the people surrounding them in their group, in their region. I'm sorry. Y'all all right in the chat? See, 6 of y'all still up in here with me, okay? Hope y'all getting this with me. The phenomenon which Price noted as common denominator in his analysis of racial mixed groups generally hold true for the people called Moors, who reside in the Kent and Sussex County of Delaware and across the Delaware Bay in southern New Jersey. Now, y'all know the man that ran the FBI and worked against us so hard was a nigger. See, and this is the thing that I'm trying to show y'all right now. There was some mixed breed niggers that was so mixed that they could pass for white. And this is when the Moors created white supremacists in 1863. The Sangre Moors Act, the Negro Act, taxation without representation. That's all Moorish bull crap, y'all. And they came and they gave us the whole switch. Moors mean blackamoor. But what about y'all being white Moors? And then what about DuPont financing so many Moors that was around here, because this was how they got us before they even brought the Caucasians here. They got us by having mixed passing niggas who could pass for white and say, listen, y'all, I hope y'all seeing what I'm saying here. There was them niggas all along. Talking about the blackamoors. No, we're black. No, niggas. All this George Washington said, don't send no more tunnies. No, because there was enough of us here. Of course it was. But they didn't start bringing them real crackers over here who are the real Europeans until 1887, 97. So, but all these pale skinned niggas was around here because they was mulattoes making havoc. They had the ports in New York bringing in the crackers in the 1800s, but then they had them ports down there in down Florida and Louisiana down in there, bringing in the so-called Africans, so-called Negroes or black folks or whatever they want to call themselves these days. And then they done brought in them Asian people through Angel Island in 1830 and put them on over in Oklahoma because all of us wasn't trying to go. But some went because some had to go and keep the culture, keep that culture that to know what, and the ones stay here to keep the land. That's why we're still on it. So how can we keep up with somebody? They took the land. They ain't took nothing. We here. We just not doing what we supposed to do while we on the land. We was given the duty to mind the land and take care of the land. Oh, they done took it off our mind. We own everything else but the land. So, yeah, okay. So, the phenomenon which Price noted as a common denominator in his analysis of racially mixed groups generally hold true for the people called Moors, who reside in the Kent and Sussex counties of Delaware and across the Delaware Bay. Can we say the whole thing? How about in the southern New Jersey? Can we say the whole, all of New Jersey? Wow. Concentration consisting of members of the group are located in lowland, tidewater areas of the two states, areas which are basically rural even today. Is that so, y'all? I don't know. Anybody know anything about the Jersey land? Moors make up the largest portion of the total population. A little over 300 persons of the small community of Cheswold, Kent County, Delaware. Cheswold is about 5 miles north of the largest state capital, Dover. I've heard of Dover. These people also inhabit the rural areas surrounding Cheswold. A number of Delaware Moors make their homes in and around the small town of Millsburg and along the north shore of the Indian River in Sussex County, Delaware. Y'all with me up in here? Y'all give me some fire emojis if y'all want me to keep reading or y'all want me to stop. What? Ah. Woo, child. Let me see. One finds more families in the farming territory outside of Bridgetown, Millville, and Vineyard, New Jersey. That's where you can find them at. Y'all ain't gonna give me no 5 modes? Give me some. Tell me to shut up. I'll stop. Let's see here. The location of the Cheswold community does not at first seem to concur with Price's indication that racially mixed groups flourish in relatively isolated geographical areas. The fact that Cheswold is so near to Dover and also just west of the major state highway, Delaware Route 13, is at variance with that thesis. However, farmlands have served somewhat as a buffer between Cheswold and Dover, and the Moore community has remained up to the present a separate entity. I don't like y'all. Y'all won't even give me no fire emojis. I mean, I don't ask for much. It's 8 of y'all in here, and I can't get one. Who up in here? Let me call out some names. Let me see who up in here for real. There's 9 of y'all in here now. So it says. I'm surprised. Philly, Philly probably gone though. He can come in. Um, Ain't nobody really in here. Yeah, everybody in the bushes. Okay. Shout out to y'all in the bushes. Appreciate you. Oh, you did give me a 5. Thank you, baby. Made me feel like I'm working for some. I do it for the love of the cause, though, for real, y'all. I just want to know somebody's listening. Somebody here. That's all. That's all. Because you could come. I wish I could have somebody come up and help me. You know what I'm saying? Because I do have space for that. So anybody welcome to come up. Got love for me? Yes, for sure. Okay. So the location of Cheswall community does not at first seem to concur. Oh no, I think I did that one. There are indications that Cheswall was not the initial settlement area for this group of Moors. Informant Wilson Davis, a Delaware Moor, stated that the Moors of Cheswall originally lived about 10 miles to the northeast at Woodland Beach. A more marshly. That's what they say moorland is, y'all. Y'all know that, right? That's exactly what they say. Moor is marsh, moorland, and they live in lowlands and all of that. This is what these people, y'all, do y'all. It's hard to talk to people, can't talk back to me. Golly, this is crazy. Well, this is what they say about them. Okay. According to Mr. Davis, the Moors moved to the farm further inland and settled in Cheswood during the last quarter of the 19th century as a result of a large storm which inundated much of the land surrounding the woodland beach. Hey, there go my baby. Hey, now. Long time no see. Now, he gonna speak to me when I'm doing good. What's going on with you? Great continuation. It's good to see you. We on these moors right here. These tricolor moors, okay? Let's see. The Moorish area in Sussex County, Delaware, and in southern New Jersey are in more sparsely populated rural regions in both region and landscape is covered by truck farms or dense pine forests, and neither area is crisscrossed by major traffic routes. Geographic has played some part in setting the Moors start from the mainstream American population, but the racial composition of this group linked to their origins has played a more primary role. A number of scholars have taken note of this group, which for the most part considers itself distinct from both Negro and whites. Researchers have examined their mixed blood characteristics and have endeavored to trace the precise origins of the Moors. In discussion, the physical appearance of the Moors, as well as the Nanticoke Indians, descendants to whom some Moors are related, C.A. Ressenjanger wrote. Okay. Certain facial characteristics set them apart from both whites and Negroes. The darkest have brown skin, and the lightest resemble their white neighbors in complexion. Blonde, red, and sandy hair may be seen, but the majority have brown and black hair, either wavy or straight, and coarse like that of the full-blooded American Indian. Did anybody hear that? See, this is the problem that I see, y'all. That it's been them all along. And I've always said it's been them all along. But now find out that it's a bunch of triracial mulattoes that's been all over this place pretending to be the whites before the whites even got here. Oh, y'all seeing what I'm talking about right now? I'm talking about from what we saw last night from the Gilded Age is that the real whites, as we know them to be from England, didn't get over here until 1897. And 5 years later, that's when all the millions and millions of rich crackers came. So who is the mulattoes that spread it out over here that DuPont them finance, that living in the marsh area, which we know moorland means marsh area, right? So who is these mulatto tricolor people that's living around here being white when in 1863 the Moors claimed they created the myth of white supremacy? And this is when all the mess started over there in Virginia, South Carolina, North Carolina, all of that. No taxation, no representation without taxation, the Moors Sundry Act, the Negro Act, all of this. Oh, we black. The Moors is black. The blacker Moors. But how about these damn Delaware Moors? How about all these other Moors scattered all over here that's pale skinned that DuPont the finance? How about DuPont was a nigger? How about FBI dude was a nigger? How about they done switched places with us and gave us that? How about it? I don't know what y'all see, but this is how I see this thing right now. I'm seeing it very, very clear. Listen, I'm going to read this again. In discussion, the physical appearance of the Moors, as well as the Nanaco Indian, all them different Indians they be naming up there. Listen, those was breeding program niggas. Remember they kept telling us, oh, they had the breeding program going on. Yeah, they had. Yeah, I said, hey, what's up, love? Good to see you. Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed. But y'all remember that? Listen, y'all, I'm seeing this very clear. They tried to paint it, the black, the white, but it was them niggas all along. And they, okay. Let's go. As well as the Nanaco Indians, descendants to whom some Moors are related. Mr. C.E. Westlager wrote, certain facial characteristics set them apart from both whites and Negroes. The darkest have brown skins, and the lightest resemble their white neighbors in complexion. Blonde, red, and sandy hair may be seen. But the majority, see, those ones that could go and be white in this breeding program they done set up over here, right? They tried to tell us they were breeding African niggas and this, that, and other, right? It says either wavy, they have either wavy. It said, but the majority have brown or black hair, either wavy or straight and coarse like that of the full-blooded American Indian. Okay, y'all. Kinky or woolen hair is not often seen. Straight noses and thin lips are typical. Eye colors range from grays and blues to dark brown and black. We're talking about mulattoes, y'all. Let's say tricolor. They claim they had 3 races in them, but they are the Moors, right? Let's be clear. Others are distinctly Indian-like in appearance. What is Indian-like in appearance, y'all? Come on. Having high and wide cheekbones, even among the same family. Light-skinned parents often had dark-skinned children, and vice versa. Y'all, we on some Delaware Moor shit right now, okay? No one has really been able to trace the precise origins of the Delaware Moors. Legend and historical hearsay have suggested possibility. C.A. Westlanger, in his book Delaware's Forgotten Folks, presents in his own words legends of three categories which he collected from Delaware Moors. One category of legend purports that the Moors originated sometime before the Revolutionary War. Y'all hearing this? Sometime before the Revolutionary War and founding, wait a minute, before the Revolutionary War through the founding of a colony along the Atlantic coast of the Delmarva Peninsula. Somebody need to find out what that says. Delmarva, because I ain't even taking notes tonight. I'm just reading. By a group of dark-skinned Spanish Moors. There we go. There we go, y'all. Delmarva Peninsula. I bet you we can find it, y'all. I bet you we can find the receipt to prove that. Because I'm going to prove everything I say. Wow. Okay, so we got some Spanish Moors that came to the peninsula over here on the Atlantic that became the Moors, and they end up mating with, yeah, okay, who? All right, let's see. So, through intermarriage with local Indians come the people called Moors in Delaware and New Jersey. Y'all get me? Y'all seeing this? They're saying because of those Spanish Moors that came, this is what created these Delaware Moors of New Jersey. Okay, y'all. Anybody got family members in New Jersey? So now we got a second category. Shout out to the 8 of y'all that's in here. Enoch Goddess, I see you, sis. How you doing? Yeah, Enoch, y'all, I see y'all. Matt. I know my son gone. I know OG Philly probably gone because smoke probably on now. I don't know y'all. But hey, y'all, I appreciate y'all hanging in here with me because, see, I'm about solutions. I'm definitely about solutions and trying to find out who, what, and where. You know, how it all happened like it happened. That's what I'm about. Ain't nobody still trying to talk about it and don't know it. So let's go. The second category of legend, Westlanger refers to as pirate legends. These legends state that Spanish or Moorish pirates in the late 18th century, I told y'all this shit didn't happen to the 18th century. I stand on that. Maryland, okay. But I stand on that. 16th century, it wasn't this. 17th century, it wasn't this. But it started in the 16th century over there in North and South Carolina and Virginia with the Goose Creek men from Barbados. Because their whole thing was Indian trade, period. They didn't come to America but to do Indian trade. So let's be clear on that. I throw that study out there last year, and everybody did act like it what didn't mean that. No, I'm trying to get to the solve the problem of who is who, and I'm inclined to believe all these niggas that came, they Moors, and they came in it. So let's get it. These legends state that the Spanish or Moorish pirates in the late 18th century were shipwrecked off the Delaware coast in the Delaware Bay or near the Indian River inlet. The shipwrecked men were taken in by the Nanaco Indians and came to marry Indian women, thus being the mixed stock of Delaware Moors. Some versions of this legend consider the shipwrecked men as Spanish, French, or Moorish sailors and not buccaneers. Okay. Westlanger categorizes a third legend type, which he found most popular among the Moors, as romantic legend. In this legend type, a beautiful woman and a dark skinned slave or slaves are the central characters. The woman was wealthy, either Spanish or Irish, and lived on a plantation in southern Delaware. She purchased one male slave who turned out to have been a Spanish prince. They then fell in love and had children of dusky complexion, not being accepted by the white community, which was created. Remember, they wasn't here like that. The family sought association elsewhere and consequently mixed with the Indians in the vicinity of the plantation. Other modifications of this plot said that a similar woman brought 7 couples of Moorish slaves whose children intermarried with the Indian descendants living on Indian River. Okay, y'all, stories being. Okay. So I'm gonna read a little bit more of this and then I'm gonna go to something else, all right? But y'all got this, right? Y'all can finish this on your own. Y'all know I don't want to waste a lot of time on something that y'all gotta do your homework. Y'all gotta get that work done. Thank you for the hearts. Thank you. Y'all gotta get that y'all gotta get that work. Um let's get this work, y'all. Let's stop um letting folks try to figure it out. If you got children, you should be trying to do a video about some of the stuff that you find out. Leave a legacy. If they say we're going to have these devices, put some information out here. Let your children know that, hey, you wasn't falling for the bull crap. You came in late. Oh, okay. This is, let me go to it. This is the Delaware Moors. I'm going to do a little recap on what I was doing. Thank you for the hearts. The recap was the fact that these Moors, okay. Yesterday I did, and I showed how the Europeans and the Russians and all them came over here in 1897 and 1902. They went over here prior to that. So that means, okay, well, who was these young white folks? When the Moors say they created the myth of the white supremacists in 1863. So that made me feel like, okay, in 1863, that's when we had all these mulattoes. So when I did my research, DuPont, y'all, DuPont, look them up, DuPont Moors. DuPont financed Moors all over the United States. So I'm inclined to believe he was one of them niggas too. One of them niggas that was passing on that came out white, and you know what I'm saying? Um, so it's called the Moors of Delaware. That's what we were reading now. And also the quick note to that, Enoch, is the triracial community. Okay. Um, yeah, that's what they call the triracial group. Um, and that's who they say are the Moors, the triracial groups. So in actuality, what I'm getting here is that they wasn't black Moors as they told us and had us to go into the blackness thing. They was really white Moors. I mean, that's exactly what I'm saying. They were white war. They lived in places like the swamp and barren mountain and countryside and lands like that. That you know what I'm saying? They moved around like that. Yeah, they moved around just like that. So, um, and so I brought up something just then. I think I want to clarify. Um, you got it. All right. That's what's up. I want to clarify something. I brought it out a long time ago, and nobody paid. I mean, nobody jumped on it. Like I said, y'all better get this. This is y'all history. To figure out what in the world gonna happen for real. And when I said, um, listen, the Pinckneys, the Pinckneys, it's two Pinckneys. Charles Pinckney, that signed the Constitution, right? He They had a lot to do with a lot of stuff too that was going on in Philadelphia. See, because when you think about 1732 right here, and you think about what was going on over in the Carolinas, all of this was being working simultaneously together. This is how I'm seeing it. Because when you look and you see a hotel like, what was that, the Biltmore Hotel that was in that thing? No, I'm gonna show it. I ain't gonna talk about it. I'm gonna show it because I ain't never seen a building that big before in my life, and I want to see it in person. So I'm gonna go and show it. I'm gonna show you what I'm talking about. Show you what I'm talking about. Let's see where it's at. Let's see where it's at, y'all. Right here.
And there were few laws to stop the most predatory lenders from charging 20.
Okay, hold on. Yeah, this would be a good place to start back because now I've cleared up who I know these Moors are. So we're gonna go right here for a minute. Let's see here. All right. Now, setting up for this, y'all go back, watch the beginning, because we watched 53 minutes last night, okay? And I want to start back up with this because this is how America was really set up. It wasn't set up on the backs of no. Listen, look at this and understand. These was millionaires that done came in over here, and they didn't come in here to the what right at 1900. So they ain't been here no 16, 17, 1800. They didn't do none of this that has been perpetrated. Okay?
30 or even 50% interest per year. The cost of transporting crops to market, meanwhile, remained an onerous burden.
Now we starting off right here too because this is what started the World War. I mean, the Civil War, the so-called Civil War. This is what started the Civil War. Is because America had built itself up with steel. Steel wasn't here till Carnegie and them got him. Ain't no, ain't no Moors, ain't no black folks. See all that old racial black and white stuff. It was none of. They ain't did that. This was something that was created for us to be in these dilemmas about black and white right now. The Civil War, that Civil War came because those people that came from Europe and they was rich, they had came over here and Europe wanted some money from all this shit they had came over here and set up. And they didn't want to give Europe nothing. That's what the war was really about.
The only way to get their goods to market is on the railroads, and they've kept rates high. These are not the small family yeoman farmers that Thomas Jefferson envisioned as the heart of America. These are farmers who are in debt to the banks and who now have to pay a huge chunk of their income to the railroads.
There are memories that people still have of what it was like before industrial capitalism. That, of course, is rooted in the agrarian past, the small proprietor past. It is also redolent of a more egalitarian vision of society than the one that's emerging.
There was a feeling that control had shifted from Kansas to the East Coast. They looked at their own lives and they say, 50 years ago, when my grandfather was young, he controlled his own life. This idea that people ought to be in control of their destiny is something that's very powerful.
Frustration in Kansas had sharpened into resentment and scorn. Among the loudest voices of protest on the hot, dry prairie was a 39-year-old former school teacher and licensed attorney named Mary Elizabeth Lease. She was an energetic agitator who made a living giving speeches in support of underdogs, labor unionists, suffragettes, and in the summer of 1890, the Kansas farmer. She flashed across Kansas in that day of turmoil, one well-known editor remarked. A harridan in the eyes of her enemies, a goddess to her friends. I think she was a little of both.
She's apparently just a riveting orator. She has a tremendous voice. She can speak to crowds of thousands. And she also has a tremendous memory. She can speak for a couple of hours without reviewing any notes. And clearly she strikes a chord.
Mary Lease could empathize with the thousands of Kansans whose daily lives balanced on a razor's edge between plenty and want. She was one of them. Lease was the sixth child of immigrants who had fled the Great Famine in Ireland. Her father and one brother died fighting for the Union in the Civil War. Another brother was killed when a train crushed him while working as a laborer for a railroad corporation. In the early 1870s, when Lease was still in her 20s, a nationwide economic depression swept away her husband's pharmacy business and all of their savings.
They lose everything. She's very embittered by poverty and frustrated, and comes to feel that, that the social order just isn't fair.
Women could not run for state office in Kansas in 1890, but Lease helped to spur the founding of a new local political organization, the People's Party, widely known.
Now y'all see, this is 1890. When you think about 1890, New York, filled with thousands of rich people, and you don't see nobody look like you. What? I mean, my question was, where's everybody? But then that was after the so-called Indian removal, right? I'm just saying. I ain't gonna play much of this, but I just wanted to show y'all
as the populists.
These people.
The populists,
like now, that's the
they're
populists
being ripped off.
That's the people.
That industrial capitalism discriminates against them, and they're right. The populists organize politically to do something about that.
Revolution, see? It was because of that. They try to tell us about us, black and white, right?
They need both parties to form their own because they...
And they say it was about black and white issue. Y'all, what y'all say? Yep, you see what I'm saying? Yes, yeah, there you go. Yeah, you see what I'm saying? We gotta see this to know how this shit
really corrupted beyond hope. That they're too much under the thumb of big business.
Look at that.
Buy senators.
That was already him when they got him.
Their lobbyists infest the Capitol.
They just got him.
The People's Party put up a full slate of candidates for the election that year.
But look at
and announced its intent to wrest state government from the grasp of big business.
Mary Lease says this kind of system
is fatal and destroying the lives of millions of people. And that if we don't do something drastic about this, we not only will lose our way of life.
Mind you, y'all, this is New York in late 1800s. When, I'm talking about when I don't see nobody look like us on the farm. Now they was in them corporations. Don't get, I gotta go back and do some more and pull them up because I'm gonna do it because I gotta find out what happened. That's my whole plight here, to find out really, really what happened, because the story don't make sense in what they done gave me. I'm not buying the bullshit. But you say, nephew, they look lost as okay. But those right there was the poor, their poor counterparts who worked. But yet they had them brought 400 million of the rich folks here. See, that's on back there in the 50-some minutes. That's why I say, y'all go watch this on your own time. Please get this information so we can rise higher in our spiritual energy, knowing the truth to what happened to us. Because we done got a lot of lies. We done got a lot of lies when we got a bunch of Moors talking about they black Moors, and then we got a bunch of them tricolor Moors over here being financed by rich folks. What sense does that make? We got a bunch of poor black niggas telling us they the Moors, they the black Moors, but yet we got a bunch of white Moors been financed and taken care of. Something wrong with that picture. I don't know about y'all.
But American democracy will go down down with that way of life.
She said when someone has 5 homes and someone else is starving, then the first man has something that belongs to the second man. People shouldn't be starving while other people have so much more than they can possibly ever use or spend.
Look, where y'all at?
Scoundrels to blame, and she called them
got y'all on the reservation?
She was particularly focused on bankers in New York, like the one at 23.
Or look at those buildings, y'all. Them people just got here. Y'all think this AI? Y'all think them buildings AI? See, this is the crazy thing. That while them crackers, I'm going to say it like I feel it. I'm sorry, y'all. Well, right there in New York, right there doing all that right there. They done moved all them New York Indians out of New York and then took them to Kansas. Now, they up in Kansas. The real Indians, the real people of the land, the real people who even built there, how they get rid of Indian removal, remember? 1830 something. So they done moved everybody off the land to bring their people on the land? Is this really how it happened? Because you see it. Look at the buildings. But is it possible that these same rich European Caucasians who came here in the late 1900s, 1987 to be exact, and 5 years later was when they ushered in the rest of their folks? Is it possible that they had financed some of these buildings to be built for them to be coming over here to, to take up shop? I mean, is it possible? Because, we got a bunch of lies told to us. So we don't know what to think. But I'm trying to figure it out because I know that shit don't look right what I'm looking at right now. I don't know about nobody else. But just what I'm looking at right there don't look right. Because I know at the same time, this is 1900 now. And them buildings was already there when them people got there. So who built them buildings? Then if we right here in New York, and we know that's where all the ports was, where they were bringing them in and anyway. So that's just land that they just made for them to just come in and just usurp the land, right? But okay, simultaneously, while they're doing that, then you got the Goose Creek men. That is that was for the crown. Okay, the Goose Creek men, they were Barbadians, and they worked for the crown. They honored the crown, and they honored the Anglican Church. So they over here on this side, Virginia, the Carolinas, down the coast, they all running down through there. Gaston, they down all through there. What's up, Sir Drop? How you doing? Thank you for dropping in. So here it is. We got these New Yorkers up here. They done moved all the whoever, the indigenous people, whoever built those buildings, because certainly they didn't. They came there and they was already there. So here it is now. They're there. You got the Goose Creek men and the Barbadians. You got the proprietors who ran North Carolina, Virginia. But the Goose Creek men did a coup d'etat on them. Did a whole coup d'etat. They called it a bloodless coup d'etat. And took the land from the proprietors. See? Okay? So we got New York here. We got South Carolina, Virginia over here with the slavery mentality bullshit. You got Delaware over there with the tricolor white Moors, not black Moors, white Moors. Man, this shit is crazy, ain't it? So here it is. You got down in Texas, or down in Florida, down in Gaston, you got 4 or 5 ports down there. And they started bringing in black niggas or Africans or other races of people from the islands or whatever, because somebody working together. This is not being done simultaneously or just being done. Because remember, the so-called Indians have been removed. So now you got some Asiatic people over here on the res, and you got some of our people mixed up in there because some of our people did go. Because they figured they had to go. Somebody in the family said, you got to go. You go keep the culture that way, and we'll keep the land this way. But we're on our land, and we started saying somebody stole our land. It's up to us to figure out what the hell really happened here. And we occupy, and we take what we supposed to get. Because right now, all these people that came up in here. And for anybody to, well, I just want them to leave. You better figure out how this shit happened. Because these people came, and they were here way before you were. Because this shit didn't transpire on us until the late 1800s. 1600, we were good with the people that were here. 1700, we were good with the people that were here. 1880, what was it? What more say? 1883, 1863, they created the myth of white supremacy. They created the myth of white supremacy. Because over in Delaware, they done created all these here, all these mulattoes. Remember? Just read it. Can I read it again? Because we're not understanding what done really happened to us, because niggas still on live every night sitting there talking crazy. So we got to know really what happened to us. Where is that? Where I was about who? Here we go. Trying to get to this right here, you guys. Y'all see the screen? Okay. In a discussion. Anybody say anything I need to know? Let me see what y'all talking about. Oh, you didn't know I had a channel shout out. Oh, so y'all been on. Yeah, thank you so much. Thank y'all. I appreciate y'all. Like and subscribe. I mean, y'all, I guess y'all did already subscribe, and thank you and share. Okay, check this out, y'all. In discussing the physical appearance of the Moors, as well as the Nanaco Indians, descendants to whom some Moors, I know y'all, I might have some hate about this, but I'm about the truth. And I got all these people in my family. So don't kick at me, because I do know how to kick back. I just don't do that, y'all. My energy is so good, I don't have to fight y'all. Huh? Tell you the truth. Listen. Now, certain facial characteristics set them apart from both whites and Negroes. We talking about the Delaware Moors, okay? The darkest have brown skin, and the lightest resemble their white neighbors in complexion. Blonde, red, and sandy hair may be seen, but the majority have brown or black hair, either wavy or straight, and coarse like that of the full-blooded American Indian. Huh? But then, okay. Kinky or woolen hair is not often seen. Straight noses and thin lips are typical. Eye colors range from grays and blues to dark browns and black. Many of the mixed bloods have sharply chiseled features, swarthy complexions, and straight hair. Others are distinctly Indian-like appearances, having high and wide cheekbones. Even among the same family, light-skinned parents, y'all listen to this very closely. Light-skinned parents often had dark-skinned children, and vice versa. Hey, my Stone, what's up, dude? Good to see you, man. How's the family? How's everybody's family? Y'all know. Hey, man, y'all see this? Anybody seeing what I'm seeing? I hope y'all seeing what I'm seeing. Maybe y'all, and you know I don't mind y'all telling me I'm wrong, but I've been watching this very clearly here. But we're talking about tricolor mulattoes, y'all, Moors. We're talking about a race of people that lived in the marshland. They lived in, Delaware is the Moors' land, y'all. Anybody know about Delaware? Okay. Anybody know about Delaware, y'all? I mean, I'm so interested now. I don't know about nobody else, but I'm so interested to know about these Delaware Moors, because all my time of knowing about the Moors has always been the blacker Moors. I didn't know about the tricolor Moors. Right? So, we're going to leave that right there. Y'all, you don't know? Okay. We're going to leave that right there. I'm going to go and clear up on a little stuff what I was talking about the Goose Creek. We're going to bring this back around over here, because that is a lot of Moors over there too. Or we clear on that? Okay. It's a lot of Moors had a lot to do with I'll call them Moors because that's what they want to be. To say that they was everywhere and did everything and created all this habit, right? They want to take the blame for it. So I give it to them. They want it, But it's like, when you think about, I'm just putting this out here, y'all, for you think. When you think about, where did we first hear anything about the Sundry Moors Act? What else? The Sundry Moors Act. Then you had the Negro Act. See, And I know I've gotten called a bitch for bringing up the fact that Negro is a negrito and it comes from Spanish and it means black. And all of that don't have nothing to do with us over on this land prior to all of this colonization bullshit would happen in the 1800s. Because in the 16th and the 1700s, wasn't nobody calling us black or whites over here. It was not so. All this shit is 1800 bullshit. So, when it comes to talking about who was in the land in the Carolinas and what they was doing in the Virginia and the Carolinas is a whole total different story. So let's go. The Goose Creek Men. A fascinating story about the Goose Creek Men. The first 4 decades of Carolina have been called the age of the Goose Creek Men. An influential political faction of Barbados planters who settled in Goose Creek, a community just north of Charleston. A decade before Carolina was founded, white servants, y'all listen very carefully to this because this is another one of those mic drops when it says that dark skin had light skinned babies and light skin had dark skinned babies, okay? That mic drop just right there. Here go another one. It says, a decade before Carolina was founded, white servants who had satisfied their condition of their indenture. Let's be clear. It didn't say black servants. See, because the children that was being made down there was being made by white women servants and the black, y'all better hear me here, and the black owners of those lands and the plantations or whatever reservations, whatever they wanted to call them. We had white indentured servants over there in those colonies that they set up. Small planters, craftsmen, and the sons of large planters, they left Barbados, y'all. Some of them returned to England. Others ventured to other Caribbean islands and North American colonies. So, okay, we're talking about them servants. At Carolina, some of them first settled at 1665 at Cape Fear River. Then by 1670 at Goose Creek. So we're looking at a timeline now. That's 1670. That's around the same time as King Charles was setting up charters coming from England to Maryland, Rhode Island, setting up shop there with a charter. And they were conservatives of peace. They weren't coming for no wars or no fighting, right? So this is over in Rhode Island in the 16th. Wow. Right here in the 1670, here go Goose Creek Men, right? Check them out. These veteran farmers and explorers brought with them slaves. They bought the parish system. Who lives in a parish system right now? Is it Texas and all? And some of these, come on, y'all, look at the coast. Just read the coast. The parish system, right? Okay, where am I at? Y'all, I get so excited, I lose my space. Okay. They set up the parish system. Damn, I lost my space for this. Okay, here we go. These veteran farmers explored brought with them slaves in the parish system and the Angelican Church. Okay? Go figure the Bible Belt, right, y'all? Remember, all our folks came from down through there. My folks came from Virginia by way of South Carolina, by way, all the way through to Georgia. So I'm a product of this shit. I got records that lead me all the way through from 1424 all the way to I'm here now with 7 great grandbabies. So do you see what I'm saying here? These are my, this is what happened to our people. This is what happened. So when I brought this story out, I brought this story out so we can find out what the hell happened to us here. Whoever it touched, whoever got that, it is what it is, y'all. But we got to come to the truth. Or we're going to die without knowing. So they brought the parish system, the church, and they brought slavery. As the colony was being established, so this is how the colony was being established by what they was doing, right? Is that clear? These independent and confident settlers were the kind of people, the proprietors, it was run by proprietors, was the government at that time. The proprietors had encouraged to join the colony to increase its chances of success. But these settlers soon formed the core of political dissent. We talk about the Goose Creek men from 1670. See, we got to know who did what to us, y'all. Smile in the face all the time, want to take my place. Them backstabbers. And then at the same time, all wild Indian bullshit. No, I know how you wild. Listen. From 1670 to 1712, the Goose Creek men saw the proprietors as their allies in the colony as a threat, you see, to the way they wanted to do business. Y'all listen very carefully. After all, they came to Carolina for one purpose only. Why did the Goose Creek men come to Carolina? Ooh, and then I got polarized for it. Okay, but look. They came for one purpose only, to make money. Y'all know some Carolina niggas. Judge niggas by the character and the content that they give you. And they did not want anyone, not even the government, to interfere with their ability to profit from the illegal Indian slave trade, damn it. Or do business with pirates, because that was their job. They worked with the pirates, including the gentleman pirate. What's his name? Steady. His name was Steady Bonnet. Look him up. See, didn't he work with the Goose Creek men, stealing Indians, taking them off the land while they bring Barbadians or other islanders, Africans, or whoever they was bringing in, taking us out. From y'all, I'm telling you. After they all came to Carolina for one, okay, I read that. Ooh. Y'all give me some fire emojis if I'm doing a good thing up here right now. Women, look, check this out about the women in Goose Creek. See, women in Goose Creek community were also active politically, okay? One observer at the time said, the women of the town of Goose Creek are turned politicians also and have a club. They got a club, social club. What is it? Divine Nines. What is it? What that one is? The Eastern Star. Right? You know, my son and more. Oh, y'all, I ain't got nowhere to go, y'all. I ain't got nowhere to go but to do this. This is what I'm talking about. Okay, so the women of Goose Creek community were also active and politically. One observer said that the women of the town of Goose Creek are turned politicians also and have a club where they meet weekly. It was highly unusual and progressive at that time for women to be politically engaged. But they were at that time, right? And they still are today, because that's why they call Carolina and all that the Bible Belt, the Angelican Church. They work for the crown. Come on. As tension mounted, the proprietors initiated efforts to entice new settlers into the colony for the dual purpose of making a profit and lessening the political influence of the unruly Barbadians. You see, they wasn't even wanted, y'all. Do y'all see this? They was unruly. They wasn't wanted. Watch this. The drive to diversify the colony, because the government, the proprietor now, they trying to figure out what they got to do with these niggas. The drive to diversify the colony brought in the Quakers, y'all. This is when the Quakers came. The Huguenots. I got my Huguenot relatives, y'all. I don't know them by their name, but I can read them off to you. I got it. The English Baptists. What the English Baptists? See, all these are different sets of people that they came in through Carolina at this time, through the colony. And the Scottish Presbyterians, y'all. So you got 1, 2, 3, 4 sets of people just came up in here. Who knew? See, that's what I'm saying. We don't know. We sitting here, we weren't supposed to leave, we weren't supposed to do this, but we don't know how this shit really happened. Because the Moors telling us all kind of stuff. Many came as indentured servants, y'all, pushing the colony's population to 2,500 by 1685. So this is where the pale skin indentured servants came in at, through where they was bringing in the taking out the Indians and bringing in the whoever. So they was bringing in slaves and they was taking out slaves. You see? Wow. As members of the Church of England, the Goose Creek men resented these outsiders and did not support the idea of religious freedom. See, they didn't support nobody having their religious freedom, y'all. They wanted them to be tied to the Angelican Church. That attracted the newcomers to Carolina. So, this last paragraph, y'all. The proprietors also removed Goose Creek men from appointed government positions. Y'all know that made them mad, right? They already ruthless. But the politically cunning Goose Creek men were able to gain de facto control of the colony. In 1690, y'all, so just say 1700, Goose Creek men was in full effect. Huh? This is during the time, if you say 1700, this is during the time when they started coming up with all of the different acts. When did they come up with all those different acts? Because the 1700s, okay, let's see. Through the Common House of Assembly is how they took over, in which they held the majority. But by 1719, colonists mounted a bloodless coup against the proprietors. So the Goose Creek men did a coup d'etat against the proprietors that placed Carolina on the path of becoming a colony controlled by British government. So they took it over for the crown by 1721. It was a British crown now. But check this out. So now, this is when you think about the Sundry Moors Act and all this coming up, because this is what happened over there on that side. While folks over there in New York, Philadelphia, and Chicago, they was over there building with steel, man. Y'all see that? Connor Gideon was over there in New York, Chicago, and building, coming through with the railroads and everything. While these niggas over here doing the slave trade, keeping this side going with that. Down there in Gaston, they down there doing masking Indians, all that. That's why those guys can say, a lot of those people can say they're African. They can say that they are African mixed with Native. You can look at them and see a lot. You can go down New Orleans, you can see a lot of Africans. You can look at them because we know what they look like now, right? Give me some fire emojis if you agree. We know what they look like now. We know what a mulatto look like now, right? So, the change from proprietary rule to a royal government did not solve all of the Goose Creek men problems. Issues of currency, this is where the money thing came in at, right? Currency, political representation. Remember, no taxation, no representation, no taxation. Remember that's some more shit, right? Y'all ain't talking to me now. Okay? So political representation and taxation continue to trouble the people from Goose Creek. Their dissent became part of an even wider call for independence. This is when okay, y'all listening. They saying this is when they wanted their independence from the crown, because they done took over Carolina colony for the crown. But now they want independence. This is what they saying happened, right? Because this is what we get in our history book, right? But we just saw over here in New York where Carnegie, J.P. Morgan them had done took over the industry, and that they was over there bringing railroad cars, building up all kinds of steel buildings. They was over there creating everything over there. While these niggas talking about they wanted their independence, and this is why the war started. No, the war started because England wanted their money from them folks, them rich folks who's over here building up this place. I ain't saying it didn't have nothing to do with each other, but I doubted what these niggas done gave us this history. Because I see it better now. I don't know about you. Because it says here that their dissent became part of an even wider of an independence. A half century after the Goose Creek men defeated the proprietary, guess what they did? Their sons and daughters raised their voices in the 1776 revolution. So it's the Goose Creek men whose children in 1776 raised their head up in that revolution. Are we clear? Are we clear here? See, and so when it comes to talking about who did what and why and how it got to be, we got to do our homework, y'all. We really do. And then they want to sit and always talk about everybody's from Africa. Africa is the motherland. Why they don't talk about the Jews being from Africa? Why don't anybody talk about this Sephardic Jews? And this is on Wikipedia, y'all. This is all on Wikipedia. The history of the Jews in Africa. African Jewish community include the Sephardic Jews, the Mizrahi Jews, who primarily lived in, let's say, clear as. I'm glad, nephew. I'm glad you. Thank you so much for letting me know. It's clear. It's crystal clear, isn't it? So you got primarily lived in Maghreb of North Africa. We talking about Sephardic Jews, y'all. Including Morocco. No, the Moors from Morocco, damn it. Right? But the Jews is too. The Jews are from Algeria, Libya, and Tunisia, as well as Sudan and Egypt. Some were established early in the diaspora, others after the expulsion of Iberia in the late 15th century. Oh, wow, is that around about the same time as Christopher Columbus? Is that around about the same time, 15th century? That kind of adds up at the same time, right, y'all? Now, South African Jews, who are mostly the Ashkenazi Jews. They descended from pre-Holocaust immigrant. Y'all buddy, what's his name? Rob Nashis. He's a Lithuanian Jew. I mean, y'all be playing in the faces with these people y'all don't understand. Lithuanian Jew. Beta Israel living primarily in the Amhara and Tigray regions of Ethiopia. What's these niggas running around here talking about? We the Ethiopians. How many niggas I done heard say we are the Ethiopians? Ethiopians are Jews. And sparsely in the Eritrean. Ain't that what the old boy Nipsey Hussle? Eritrean? Now you got the Berber Jews, the majority of whom were assimilated and converted to Islam. So this is why we got Moors talking this. I mean, we got Jews. Listen, y'all see? You got the Christianity, you got the Jews, and you got the Moors. They're all the same. Because they done been converted and hiding themselves under one religion or another. But they all the same because they not us. Right? Right? So you got the majority of whom were assimilated and converted to Islam, especially during the historical persecution of the Almohadic, the Caliphate, in the Middle Ages. The modern population of the Berber Jews in Africa now numbers about 8,000. People in Morocco, with the majority having immigrated, here we go, immigrated to Israel, made up land that they made up since 1948. They just been over there since 1948. But they came from Africa. So why ain't everybody saying, well, y'all from Africa too? No, it's just us. It's just us, right? So it says the Israeli war, along with smaller numbers scattered throughout Europe and North America. So this is where they got scattered to, y'all, in 1948. They were scattered here too. So it's a lot. Go look at it. They tell you about they came from Ethiopia, Somalia, Bilad, Sudan, Tanzania. Listen, we talking about Jews right now, y'all. The Jews that everybody's supposed to say, shh, we don't supposed to talk about, right? We talking about some Jews. They come from Nigeria. At the present time, the existence of the Israelite Association is mainly attributed to the Igbo, many of whom claim Israelite origins. Most of the Jews of Nigeria can be found among the Igbo ethnic group, y'all. Central Nigerian communities with Judaic practices have been receiving help from individual Israelis and American Jews who work in Nigeria. Y'all, come on, y'all. Zimbabwe Jews, Anglo Jews. The Zimbabwe Jews community was mainly of British citizenship. Y'all see this? Whose arrival coincides with the first white colonists in 1890. At its peak in the early 1970s, it numbered some 7,500 people, 80% Ashkenazi Jews, who live primarily in the two communities of Salisbury, near Harare, and Balawaya. Y'all hear this? This is what I'm trying to tell you. The Limbi people. But they want to tell us all us, what? The Limbi people. The Limbi Warimba, or the Minyanya, are a Bantu-speaking ethnic group native to Zimbabwe and South Africa, with smaller, little-known branches of Mozambique and Malawi. According to Tudor Parfit, when he first worked in the field among the Limbi in South Africa, Zimbabwe, and Malawi in the 1980s, They numbered an estimate of 50,000. They speak the same Bantu language their geographic neighbors speak, and they also bear a physical resemblance to their geographical neighbors. But some of their religion practices and beliefs are similar to Jewish and Muslim practice. Come on, y'all, and belief. According to the prophet, the Limba claimed they once had a book which described their tradition, but it was lost. Y'all listen, Songhai. In the 14th century, many Moors and Jews fleeing persecution in Spain migrated south to Timbuktu area. Jay, hey love, I'll play my song. How you doing? It's so good to see you, nephew. Y'all hear this? Y'all hear this? I mean, for real, for real. Y'all gotta hear this. I swear. These are the Jews, y'all. These are the Jews. For real, for real. Hey, shout out to Mama T.
Yeah, you be quiet when Big Mama speaks. What she gave us is a part of me. It flows through my arteries. Even on that journey, that love grows out of God.
That's right, y'all there.
When we sit, the first to heal us.
Shout out to all the Mama T, y'all.
Soul food, yeah, you know, I'm an enjoy. Calm you down just by the sound of a voice.
Shout out to Drake Hall.
When it's you, you won't let you game, and you feeling the pride. You and your siblings fighting, she gon' make you put the feelings aside. She can lead you down the road, but she can give you the guide. When you think I get that blissful look in my eyes, I need a side of ice cream and them eyes after pie. You know for sure for Mama Chief, you know I'm a ride. Cause we all need our Mama Chiefs. Yeah, we all love our Mama Chiefs. The greatness, the patience, the foundation, the knowledge passed down so many generations. Our motivation, I just want to thank you for my creation. Cause we all love our Mama Chiefs. Yeah, we all need a Mama Chiefs. Yeah, we all rap for Mama Chief. The dedication, I seen your tears at my graduation.
Never looked like you would have made it. You're the reason I'm one of the greatest. Yeah.
Yeah, cause we all need a Mama Chiefs. Yeah, we all love our Mama Chiefs. Yeah, we all rap for Mama Chief. Now be quiet, let Big Mama speak.
Well, y'all know it's too short, so we're gonna do it better. We always have to do it twice, y'all. It's so beautiful. We have to do it twice. Yes.
Shout out to the Mama Chief. Yeah, you be quiet when Big Mama speak. What she gave us is a part of me. It flows through my arteries. Even on that journey, that love grows out of garden beat. The first to teach us when we sit, the first to heal us. Mama's boy, yeah, you know, her pride and joy. Soul food, yeah, you know, I'm an enjoy. Calm you down just by the sound of a voice. There isn't another feeling inside. When they cheer you on at your game, and you feeling the pride. You and your siblings fighting, she gon' make you put the feelings aside. She can lead you down the road, but she can give you the guide. When you think I get that blissful look in my eyes, I need a side of ice cream with them eyes after pie. You know for sure for Mama Chief, you know I'm a ride. Cause we all need our Mama Chiefs. Yeah, we all love our Mama Chiefs. The greatness, the patience, the foundation, the knowledge passed down so many generations. Our motivation, I just want to thank you for my creation. Cause we all love our Mama Chiefs. Yeah, we all need a Mama Chiefs. Yeah, we all rap for Mama Chief. The dedication, I seen your tears at my graduation. Now look where your boy made it. You the reason I'm one of the greatest. Yeah, cause we all need a Mama Chiefs. Yeah, we all love a Mama Chiefs. Yeah, we all rap for Mama Chief. Now be quiet, let Big Mama speak.
Hey, y'all. Shout out to y'all out there in the chat. Yaziel, Enoch, Trey Cobb. Oh, I'm honored. Oh, my goodness, y'all. Who else up in here with us? Y'all. Oh, Milestones up in here. OG Philly came up in here. Sir dropped up in here. Y'all know. Hey, that's epic for me for Sir Drop. He said he didn't even know I had a channel. That's awesome. Okay. Where my girls? My sister. Sister Goddess. I saw her up here earlier. Akamat. Yeah. Yeah, y'all. I appreciate y'all coming up and stopping in with me, young. And my son did too. All right. Thank y'all so much for coming in. I hope I shared something with y'all that, make a little sense here, because I'm about trying to find out what happened. So that's really what I'm really, on. So now I ain't gonna hold y'all long though. It's going on 11 o'clock, but I'm having fun, y'all. I hope y'all are too. I really do. Y'all with me? Y'all want me to go some more? Y'all want some more information? Y'all good? Y'all good? Y'all ready to go to bed? Y'all ready to go to somebody else's show? Because I can let y'all go now. But I always got something to talk about. I got stories of my family. I can read stories. I can do a lot of stuff up in here. But I'm going to go with this one right here, y'all. I want to tell you a little bit about the Germans in America. Anybody familiar with the Germans in America? Okay. Well, in 1773, we had a John Peter Jinger who came to America as an indentured servant from the Palatinate region of Germany. He founded a newspaper, the New York Weekly Journal. So this was 1700. See, so we got stories that said that they didn't come to what 1897, but then we had some still that was coming over here, and this is the thing that we got to understand. We had people coming by way of their own boats. I got records that say I got some relatives that came by way of their own boat. So we can't just very well say, oh, they didn't get here to this, that, and the other, or how they came, because this was a indentured servant. But it does not say that he was a pale skinned indentured servant, right? So he could have been a German, what they call black German. Or he could have been a pale skin. So how do we find out? Look, what Enoch said. That's been a hot topic in this community with our language in all of the past month. Yeah. I mean, because, okay, for the past month, you remember, okay, Holiday came and said that about the German Constitution, right? That the Constitution was written in German. And I don't know how that went over, but these Germans was here. They had to have a constitution written in their language. Right? They had to have it written in their language in order to know what it was. Now, when it comes to talking about the Constitution, we're talking about the people who signed it, right? And then we go back to where I was earlier when I got to talking about them two Charles Pinkerton. They had something to do with the Pentagon and stuff too. I just found that out the other day. Put in your search engine, the Pinkertons and the Pentagon. See, it's so much that has happened that we just don't even realize. Now, the signers of the Constitution on the 17th. Look, I'm all over the place, y'all. Y'all know I listen. 1787. And I'm over here now looking at the German 1741 Moravians founded Bethlehem in Nazareth, Pennsylvania. Okay, Now, y'all know about the Monrovians, right? Those are the ones that went to Monroeville. Now, I guess Monroe, that President Monroe done been president by now, I guess, in this time frame. Because they already got a place named Monrovia. You know, Monrovia is where they, in 19, and this 1700. So in 1900 and some, they sent the indigenous people from here to Liberia, and they colonized that place and named it Monrovia, Liberia. Remember? Y'all with me? Y'all with me over there? Okay. So here it is in 1741. They got a Monrovians in Bethlehem and Nazareth. So all of this stuff, these are Germans coming over here naming places as Bethlehem and Nazareth. These people coming all over here from all over there, bringing their artifacts, bringing their little Hebrew little relics, putting them in the earth, talking about, oh yeah, this is Hebrew land, this is it. You know, all that old stuff doesn't happen over here. We got to understand that we got all these different people here. We got some of them artifacts and everything because they brought some relics with them. But people so quick to say this is that land, this is that, and this. Well, whatever. But we don't need to keep just taking wooden nickels. My old folks used to say, don't take no wooden nickels. Don't take nobody's wooden nickels. But okay, so here it is. 1743, you got a Christopher Saar, a German printer. Now, all these people is in Philadelphia now, where they say it all began. All these Germans, we got those that just came to New York. But these Germans right here came, 200 years later, because we in the 1700s with these Germans in Philly. But then them that we just saw with the Gilded Age, they came 1897. 200, almost 200. You see what I'm saying, y'all? We got to look at this stuff real closely in order to figure out what happened, or we're going to keep on lying to ourselves. So here it is, 1778. Constitution was signed 1787. So we in 1778. Okay. General Frederick Wilhelm von Steuben, a Prussian officer, became the Inspector General of the Continental Army. What you say? Why people say we don't have an army? Because it's Prussian. We have a Prussian army. And why was people shocked when what's the name did the hell Hitler sign? It don't mean what they think it means. It is what it is, right? But in 17, this man is a Prussian officer. But now he's your Continental Army General, Inspector General. So 1783, as many as 5,000 of the Hessian soldiers hired by Britain to fight in the Revolutionary War. What Revolutionary War? Remained in America after the end of the hostility. Y'all see that, right? After the war, they remained here. 5,000 of them. Soldiers. Britain fighting soldiers. 17. So this is actually 4 years before the signing of the Constitution, Aquamat. So now, going back over here to the signing of the Constitution, because we at that time With all these Germans, we done had 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 instances of these Germans. We got the army. We got the one that's doing the printing. He got a printing press. He's the printer. Oh, he printed the first Bible. Y'all stop playing. I missed that. It says Christopher Saar, a German printer in Philadelphia, printed the first Bible in America. Oh, okay. Now, the signers of the U.S. Constitution on September the 17th, 1787, the delegates of the Constitutional Convention met to sign the document they had created to replace the Articles of Confederation. Of the 55 people who attended the convention, only 39 signed on the document. Some left as the convention progressed, whereas others refused to sign in protest. So it was never always signed, y'all. It wasn't never always signed. Since Rhode Island, now that, remember that word, Rhode Island, y'all, refused to send a delegate, no representative from Rhode Island signed the document. In addition to the 39 delegates, the convention secretary William Jackson also signed the document, not as a delegate, but in attestation of the document signing. Y'all see that, right? The Constitution was finally adopted by the Constitutional Convention in Philadelphia and later ratified by special conventions in each of the then existing 13 American states. Today, the United States Constitution is the supreme law of the United States. It was never signed. It was never signed by all the delegates. How is that possible? It had 55 people and then only but 39 signed. And number 7 and number 8 that signed that list was Charles Pinckney Coatsworth and Charles Pinckney. And they both was of South Carolina. And they was relatives. They on the same family tree. Listen, Charles Pinckney did a lot. And he is in my family tree as well. Those Pinckneys are in my tree. But they did a lot according to the Philadelphia situation with our people and, this government thing, because there goes George Washington. He's the first one on the list. And so you remember, George Washington is the one that was the friend of the Moors. You a Pinckney also? Yeah, see? That's what I'm talking about. These are family. And that's why I said we got to find out what happened, who did what. And I mean, because our family played a part in this shit. We're here. And so when you look at this signing of the Constitution, you got Virginia, you got Pennsylvania, you got James Madison, George Washington, they from Virginia. You got James, who is this? Benjamin Franklin and who is this? Governor Morris, Robert Morris, James Wilson, all these folks from Pennsylvania. And then you got a bunch of Carolina people. Rutledge, John Rutledge. Who's these people? These people in your family, y'all, come on. We got to identify with our family members. Let's see. Pierce Butler, Roger Sherman, Samuel William Johnson, James McHenry. Y'all, these are your family members, y'all. We got to identify. We can't keep running around here acting like our family didn't play a part. They played their part and we're here. We're their children. You got George Reed. You got Richard Bassett, Richard Spratt. That's Spaight. William Blunt. You got who is this? Rufus King, Nathaniel Gorham, Jonathan Dalton, Daniel Carroll, William Few, Abraham Baldwin, John Langdon, Nicholas Gilman. Come on, y'all. I know some of these your people. William Livingston, William Patterson, Thomas Mifflin, George Clymer, Thomas Fitzsimon, Jared Ingersoll, Garnin Bedford Jr., David Burley, John Dickerson, John Blair, and Jacob Bloom. Listen, those are the signers of the Constitution, y'all. And they did never completely sign it because it was only 39 that signed it. And that means to me it was never fully put into place. Okay? So, what time is it? 11 o'clock. It's a good time, y'all. Y'all good? What I got in the chat. Yeah, that's why every state has Germantown. That would be that, I'm sure. Weren't germs originally called something like Palestine? I don't know. Let's see. Were they? I don't know. That's a good one. Well, I'm gonna throw this in here as a little bonus, y'all, because it just ran across the page. I don't know whether anybody have ever researched this, but just throwing it out there. Have you ever heard of Okias? Okias or Oki or Oki? It is the Powhatan language is no longer spoken, but this is a name, one of the deities. Okay, it was OKEUS, was one of the principal deities of the Powhatan Confederation. Little is known about him except that he was often associated with war and the unlike something else, I don't know what that is. Offerings and supplications were frequently made to him. The early colonists thought that Okias or Oki, as most of them spelled it, was an evil god. Of course they would, comparable to the devil. This is certainly possible. Other eastern Algonquin tribes like the Lenape and the Wampanoag believed in male violent spirit. Yeah, that was one. And what was another one? Is Wantakanta, and Wakanda. Those were some names of some deities. But what I found out throughout the for his worship or anything of any deities, we just literally worship within our community of people that we knew prior. You know, the great ones that died or whatever. Those were like ancestors that I find that it seems like, we just remember them. It wasn't like no real um, sky daddy type situation like what they brought us. So y'all, I'm gonna say good night. I think I'm gonna end the live. I hope I shared enough with you guys that did I do all right, you guys? The the cut here. Did we do good over here tonight, y'all? Let me see. Let me see. Okay. I'll probably come back tomorrow. I love to come on every night and just hang out and share, but I would love to have someone to come up and come on with me, you know, and we learn together and just share. So y'all think about it. Anybody want to come up and hang out with me, and bring something to the table? I would love that. Oh, thanks, Yaziel. I'm so glad you was here. Yes, yes, y'all made it happen. I mean, I could go on some more if y'all want to hang now, but I know y'all like to go and get some little excitement. But y'all know what I do over here. And I do get tired of reading. Um, so if y'all ever want to come up with me and help me with reading, because most of my stuff is documented. Like I could read some stories about my 10th great grandpa. That's why I told y'all to remember about Rhode Island. Because my 10th great grandpa, he came from England in 16 something. And he got the first charter from King Charles um, to to come with Rhode Island. So he was the first. He came with the team that came to Rhode Island in the 1600s, and he was a conservative of peace. So and all through his days, it wasn't nothing but peace. And that's why I try to say it wasn't the wars and the things that happened in the 16 and 1700s. It was the 1800 stuff that happened, and it happened within what was going on in South Carolina with the Moors, and in Delaware with the Moors. The Moors is the real thing. And if everybody start researching and get to it, because right now they the one planning to take everything. I heard that Crip, what his name, Crip Jesus, talking that stuff the other day, and I was like, wow, he done took the whole Gullah, he done said the Gullah Geechees is, listen, I don't know what nobody know about Gullah. What y'all know about the Gullah? Queen Cat. Y'all know I be going. Y'all know, listen, it was a man came to Georgia, and his name was Gullah. His name was Gullah. The Geechee River was a Geechee River for real. But it was a man came here named Gullah. Uh, he was a look y'all in the 1500s. He was a Spanish who Queen Cat the agent. She's definitely African or something because she definitely. But you know that island over there? That island over there got a lot of minerals on it, y'all. Y'all remember when those people fell in the water over there, and a lot of people, rest in peace, y'all. A lot of people lost their life over there. Um, after it happened, I did my research, and I wanted to know what's over there on that island. Oh, y'all it's so many minerals over there on that Sapio Island. Do your research and check it out, y'all. They got cobalt over there. They got copper, all kind of stuff over there on that island. So I'm like, wow. See, those people, they want that island now because I think lithium is over there too. Yeah, I think they had lithium over there too. But yeah, this book right here is the history of Georgia forts, and it tells about all the forts that came in. And the earliest fortification in Georgia was in 1526 and 27. You know, and that was when, and that's just like, for instance, you know how they say Yamasee, right? My elder, he gonna kill me for this one. He'll get me for this, but because he don't know no better. All he know he's a Yamasee, but it wasn't no place called no Yamasee. It was called the Wamasee. It was called the Wamasee Creek. They took the W and took out one of the V's and they added a leg and made it a V. I mean a Y and called them Yamasee. Okay, that's just like it wasn't no Washita. It was never a place called nobody called Washita. So why would the Moors create these Yamasee and these Washita and these Lenni Lenape Moors? See, that goes all the way back to these tricolor Moors, y'all. Because they was mixing somewhere. I'm trying to get to the bottom of it, y'all. Y'all gotta help me out. I'm trying to get to the bottom of this. But the Yamasee and the Washita and the Lenni, all these Moors, the Washita was spelled with a Q. Uchita, something like that. It was with a Q, not with a W. Just as the Wamasee was Wamasee, not Yamasee. And so what they did, the Spaniards abandoned the Presidio for Sapio Island. The Spanish ended up the ones on Sapio Island, you see. And then it says that the site of the mission, Santa Catalina de Guale, that's where the Guala come from, see, is on the Wamasee Creek, which has been excavated. See, it don't even exist no more. That's why they could take and say Yamasee. They could steal the name of Wamasee because it don't even exist no more. And make up shit. That's what these Moors been doing along all this while. They've been giving us a bunch of bullshit. And I'm done. I'm tired. Y'all. We done covered the Germans, y'all. We done covered some stuff tonight, y'all. You know. Anybody know anybody that deals with productions in any sort? I got some challenges that I'm working with for the community, and I would like to implore y'all to, with your mind, with your help, if anything, with creating. This is the idea I'm putting out there. Anybody can grab it and use it. Hey, Chris, you made it. Thank you for seeing. It's so good to see you. Let's see what you got for me. 1842 Texas. Oh yeah, Texas. This is to protect German immigrants in Texas. Yeah. Absolutely. Yes. Absolutely, Chris. But y'all listen. Y'all take this idea. I mean, we got to start somewhere. And I ain't trying to, y'all know I ain't bossy and I ain't trying to be nobody leader. But we need some leaders. We need for all y'all to get in place and do what you're supposed to be doing. I'm just saying. I ain't trying to be nobody mama, but I'm giving out some orders right now. I need to see our brothers and our sisters making way. I mean, right now, all I see is disaster. I'm sorry, y'all. I left the internet December the 6th. And I've been sitting back watching. I've been watching. And I tell you, I'm so disappointed. I am really so disappointed in what I see. I go to bed, I wake up, and it's still madness. I don't see no structure. And I wonder, why is it that the people still participate? Because evidently, when I look in the chat, I see the same people in the chats too. And I ain't judging nobody. But one thing I am doing, I'm telling you that I see that it's some bullshit. And I see that it's a lot of agents that is working to keep us in this space. And if you don't see yourself elevating in the space that you find yourself in, you need to move. You need to get somewhere. Okay? And I'm just saying, the madness, the disrespect, the no honor, I wouldn't want to see some of the people that I've seen on the internet and watch them crash and burn. That's what I'm going to say they did. They crashed and burned before my eyes. Okay? I saw a lot of things happening that came for me because I was doing this Goose Creek, because I did the White Man Bible, and because I was bringing out the truth. So when I say that we're not in place, when a bunch of niggas right now, see, this is sad, y'all. I'm sad. I'm sad by what I see. It's a bunch of niggas right now calling themselves black, getting ready to have a blackout on one day of the Black History Month. What sense is that? What kind of fools are we being? How y'all gonna black out on one day, the last day of y'all so-called Black History Month? Because Al Sharpton told y'all to. And Roland Martin and all them other black conservative Democrats. Y'all, I am disappointed. I promise you. I am disappointed in what I see. When I see, it looks like all the men that call themselves even got a voice. They want to raise sand and auger like little cat women. They cat fight every night. They cat fight. Ain't nobody really got no real information. I ain't seen no information going across the internet. You know, people dropping what they dropping, but I'm saying just really getting to the heart of the matter, getting to the situation at hand, getting people in place to be in the spaces that we need to be in this corporation. All they worry about is what's going to be done for them, but they ain't making it happen for them. Don't nobody give a damn about us. They never have. And they never will. But if you care about yourself, you're going to do it. You're going to do it for yourself. Let me see what Chris saying to me in here. What's going on, Chris? Let's see. Ooh, Kristen put a lot of stuff up in here. Oh, my goodness. For our survival in 2025, we must learn and engage in diplomatic daily. There are abuses occurring each second of the day without intervention. Foreign service agents are charged with disrupting us. Through diplomatics, you treat yourself because you are engaging as a sovereign and not a citizen. Sovereigns not make treaties, while citizens get treated however their masters, leaders, something. The science of diplomat. Now, Chris, see. Thank you, Enos. Appreciate that, love. Yeah, absolutely, Chris. Um, it's hard for me to talk about that kind of stuff because you got so many government agents that has already spewed their little mouths on this type of situation, and therefore you got um, the masses of the people that have not a clue to law, right? So if they have not a clue to law, and then you got the people that do know a little bit because they work for it, but they ain't gonna let you know what you know. They ain't gonna let you out of the rat trap. They gotta keep you in there so that they can keep their job. So this type of communication is a private thing because public and private can't mix. And that's what I find myself was trying to do by trying to point our people in a certain in the privacy. You see, I was trying to point people in the privacy, but they didn't understand, and therefore it came people like Anton Yah and people like that, and so people started getting stuff confused because it's all over the place. Ain't no structure. And then when you're listening to people and you don't want to hear them, and it's confusion, you know. Like I said, I listened to them last night. I'm thinking that they was getting onto something. They saw that Caucasian man beat the law with them police officers. He beat everything he said, but they'd be scared to use it. They'd be scared to use it because they so negative with it. No, you've got to have a driver's license. Okay, well, okay, you got to have a driver's license. But if you knew the law, you would know you wouldn't. But that's the thing; they don't want to know the law. They don't want to know the law. They'd be scared to do half of the things I've done. They'd be scared. And then people want to know, where your boots at. Listen, Chris, you supposed to be getting back with me too. I ain't heard from you, but I wish you would. Most of them are foreign diplomatic service agents. Yeah, well, okay. See, that's what I'm saying. Um, when you when you are part of the government, which everybody is. That's why all the forms that we have, everything is about this government. And so we all is part of this government by without giving consent. And that's why, you have to go to work. That's why you have to do this. You have to send your children to school. It's part of being part of the government. And people have not separated themselves out of it yet. They literally haven't. Like some people say, I hear people say, ain't nobody being called no Indians. Ain't y'all heard that? Ain't nobody never been called no Indian. How y'all say that? Because the only reason you could say that because you ain't never seen a record. Or you don't have no record. So I find that to be a real problem too. A lot of people can't find no record. So they don't know who the hell they is. So then they're gonna jump on every bandwagon it is. Here go one of my cousins right here. His name was Chief Katamse Kuta Tecumseh. And it says right here, his race is Indian. And he died in 1966. And he was an Indian. What saying? What saying is that, Enoch? To each his own. But this is what I'm saying. I got plenty of records, right? That says that my family was Indian. So what does that mean? When people say, well, that's fake, that's fake, that's just a it's no faker than being black, Negro, or color. Maybe who wasn't called Indian? Your people wasn't? Enoch? Well, see, that's what I'm saying. I got plenty of Indian records. So I guess they fabricated. No, I ain't gonna say my shit fabricated. My shit, I got my shit before they even gave for folks to even get a computer in their house. So yeah, I started getting my records back in 36 years ago, back in 80 something. I was going up in archives. So that's what I'm saying. Y'all can't go back. If you can't go back and find none of those records, then you probably wasn't. But that's why I say it's important that people find their records, because they out there. Somebody need to go to Utah to the underground vault. They let you get there. I mean, all these museums around here. I mean, so many museums around here with records, with things in them, things to identify. But we have been isolated, right? We have been isolated. We have been, where we couldn't get to certain places, couldn't get there. We're not, you know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. Well, like I said, I wasn't with my family in 1400s. You feel me? When I saw my great-grandmama in the 60s, my grandmama wasn't talking about no Indian shit. She wasn't talking about no black shit. She wasn't talking about no white shit. My big mama wasn't talking about none of that. But I believe that she had seen a lot of stuff. Because with the records that I've seen, I know they went through a lot. Well, I know what you're saying. I'm not. It's no beef here. I'm just saying I got records with Indian on it. I don't know what the hell they were calling themselves, but the records, I got stories that they tell. I got, it was 2 Choctaw removals, right? I got some records from the last Choctaw removal where somebody's interviewing them. I guess it's somebody like the Indian Affairs or something, and they're interviewing them, and they're asking them, have they been here all the time since they left Choctaw Town? Yes, sir. How old was you? Sir, I don't know. All kind of stuff like that. It's weird. I got some of those kind of records. I definitely got death records, how they died, Oh, talk about AI. Listen, I love to mess with my AI because I make AI tell me the truth. See, when you know the answer, this is how you deal with AI. When you know the answer, that's when you ask AI. You ask AI what you know, and you make it tells you the truth. Ask the right question, you'll get the right answer. And that's how I deal with my AI. I tell you. Watch this. I'm gonna show you some stuff when I make her tell me I'm right. She be like, "Oh, you're right. I understand your frustration." Yeah. Oh, we be going in now. We be definitely going in. Me and this AI thing. So, but yeah, what is auto correcting you? To the AI messing with you. I know it. This ain't be tripping. It be tripping, y'all. Uh, Yeah, y'all. It's been fun though hanging in here with y'all. Y'all look like y'all hanging in here with me. Y'all know I'll talk some more now. Now see this right here to come say his mama them they married white. This was like what? What's the date on this? Yeah, because his little story, he had half Yakimi look. His mama was half Yakimi blood and half white blood. Tecumseh's grandmother on his father's side was a North Carolina Cherokee, said to be full blood, who moved to Indiana as well and married a white man and had a son named J.W. Roberts. J.W. Roberts is one of my uncles. Yeah, sure yeah. Miles Poindexter. Y'all, we're gonna do a genealogy one day because y'all know I do genealogy. What you laughing at, y'all? Hey, this is what was going on, y'all. They try to make us think all this old other crazy stuff. Man, we all I'm telling you, they trying to make us fight when we really need to just find the truth and try not to make war. Anybody got something else? Anything y'all want me to say? Y'all got anything y'all want me to pull up? Anybody got anything? Oh, I know what I was trying to tell y'all. I'm I'm having I got a lot of work. I got a lot of work on my plate, y'all. But right now I'm working on doing a children's coloring book. Okay? With history of the indigenous people of America, how we didn't live in tents, how we lived in long houses, how we built, how we did, you know what I'm saying? For maybe the what, 4 to 6 or 4 to 7, do like a series for the small children, and then the middle-aged children do a bigger, different. You know what I'm saying, y'all? Y'all help me out. Do a coloring book for for the little ones. Do one like for from 10 to 13, somewhere like that. Something with like um activities. You remember the book that we used to get when we was little? Oh gosh, what was it? Hey, my mom made sure we had all kind of world teaching books. The little y'all remember that book that used to come? What was it? Spirit? It wasn't Spirit. What was that book? Oh my goodness! All the children got them. It had activities in them, crossword puzzles. Y'all remember that book? It was more like y'all remember it? Nobody. See, this is gonna run me off now, y'all. I'm gonna have to find out what I'm talking about. You see it all the time in the doctor's office. You would see them in the dentist's office. Those little World Bible books, and then there was the other ones that came, little magazine-like book. Y'all remember? not the Reader's Digest. It was for children. It always would be in the dentist's office or in the doctor's office. Oh man, it was like blue. Was each month they would send us a new one to the house. And they're gonna run me up the wall. I'm gonna figure that out though, y'all. I'm gonna have to find it. I can't figure that one out right now. Okay, let me see. I'm finna go to. I'm gonna go to my history of the alligator bait. Let me see here. What we got? 400, 400, the 400 of New York journalism. Okay, y'all. But that's what I need help with. If y'all know anybody who can help me with those books, um, and we got a lot of other little things that we working on for the community. Still working in Peoplestown. Peoplestown is still thriving, doing a great work over there, y'all. Y'all ever come to Atlanta, holler at me. I don't live in Peoplestown, but if you come, I'll meet you there. Sure. So I always know that the work is, we got plenty of work, y'all. Everybody got some work to do, y'all. We just got to get it done. Who know anything about this state? See, this is what they be trying to say. Like I asked this machine. Can y'all hear me over there? Because I moved. I asked this machine, when you have an estate and a private bank and a foreign trust, what is the next step to establishing and completing your process of being a private? It gave it to me, y'all. It said once you have established an estate and a private bank and a foreign trust, the next step is to ensure a seamless integration into the private wealth management process. That's what they don't want you to know, y'all. Huh? Y'all with me still in the chat? That's what they don't want y'all to know. That's part of what what Christopher was just talking about right now. Ain't that some of it, Chris? You still in here with me? Chris, you still in here? Let's see. Yeah, y'all still in here. Y'all see that, though? See, by all actuality, you don't supposed to know nothing about no estate or no private bank. Okay? That's for rich folk. That's for folks who know what they doing. Not for slaves who work for somebody. You just supposed to go to work. You ain't never supposed to get to this status. Chris, where you at? You ain't never supposed to get to this status. This is not for citizens of the corporation. This is for private people, like Donald Trump. Donald Trump filed a UCC filing. Niggas scared of stuff like that. Niggas don't know what business is. All they think business is going to work and getting a paycheck, which they're going to turn into dollars, and they happy they got some dollars. But they don't even know how money really works. Because if they knew how money really worked, they would not be going and spending it. Because in 4 weeks after putting it in the bank, you'll get a dividend. But now, you don't know how money really works. Money don't work like y'all think it works. Money's supposed to get a dividend off of it. See? Can y'all hear me? Y'all got me? But this says that when I asked a question, because see, I know folks don't know what they think they know, even though they work in the government or wherever they work. or wherever they've been all over the world traveling, you know what you know, but you don't know what you don't know. So anytime you hear something that you don't know, you're going to automatically lock down to it. That's an automatic. But don't tell me I'm wrong because you don't know what the hell you don't know. Right? So, I asked this machine because I know what I'm asking. I say, when you have an estate/private bank and a foreign trust, what is the next step to establish the complete process of being in the private? Who knew that they're supposed to be in the private or that they could be in a private situation? Huh? Anybody in the chat know what I'm talking about? Y'all know. I know I talk some stuff. I be want to hear y'all. I be want to hear y'all say something back to me. But anyway, I ain't gonna tear it long right here on this. I just wanted to show y'all that AI will tell you what you need if you know how to get it. Because she came back and told me, once you have established your estate and your private bank and your foreign trust, so who knew you could do this? Because people don't get it, their estate till they're dead. An estate supposed to come when you're dead. So, but once you have established an estate and a private bank and a foreign trust, she repeated everything I said, right? The next step to ensure a seamless integration into the private wealth management process. Y'all better hear me. Y'all with me? Y'all with me right here for real? I mean, that should be good news to anybody. It says private wealth management process. Come on, man. Somebody trying to keep y'all from getting your wealth, trying to get your legacy on. Somebody is really, really trying to impede your wealth. That's what I'm talking about. I know he not. That's why I don't talk about it to them niggas. Because I know they don't even understand. But I'm so glad this AI do. I'm glad AI said, listen, once you have established an estate in a private bank and a foreign trust, the next step to ensure a seamless integration into the private wealth management process includes. If it wasn't so, she would have said, oh, I don't know what you're talking about. There seems to be some mistake. That's how she come back at me when I tell her some shit she don't know about. Oh, I don't know what you're talking about. Could you ask it in a different way? Right. So, all right. Y'all see, I know you see what I'm saying. Like you said, talk about it in that community. Because they can't even understand. They don't know law. They don't know law. They think they are jurisdiction of the United States Corporation. When niggas say they have a right to self-identify, they don't even know what that means either. I mean, it's just sad that we let other people dictate to us what's right. When all we got to do is do law ourselves and figure it out. The law dictionary was set up for a reason. It wasn't set up like we thought. Well, why is Black Law Dictionary and y'all say black is dead in law? Well, that was the man last night. We ain't got nothing to do with that. But when you talk about uh uh like I'll say Indian is the only thing in the law dictionary. You know that? Indian is the only one in the law dictionary that have any status. Though some people say we weren't called Indian, but it's the only thing in there that make any sense. And then when you talk about mortgage and all that stuff, I mean, people don't even understand what they're getting. When you sign your name, you just made a contract. And it's on your credits. It ain't on nobody else's credit. Ain't nobody got shit to give you. It's on your neck and your back. And until we understand that, that's why we're slaves. That's exactly why we're slaves. I mean, and then that word freedman, even that word right there, these people were given a name as a freedman, and that was the last name. You can't give up Indians in your blood, but you know you weren't called Indian. You make up your mind, American Indian, enough. Make up your mind. Are you Indian or not? I'm finna see what they over there talking about now. Cause last night they flipped the script. They flipped the script on a feather, and that burned my mind. That blew my mind. They flipped the script on a feather. I mean, somebody had to get saucy about that damn feather. I couldn't believe it. Let's see. Let's see what they doing, y'all. I'm finna see. Yep. Damn, it feels good. Oh shit. These niggas out here, what I said, they ain't got no food.
You have read enough. I mean, Indian slavery is real. Just look it up. Some niggas got caught in slavery. We not that we were just signing up for indentures and all that shit. Some niggas fought and lost. You dig what I'm talking about, nigga? You got put in chains if you didn't die.
You know what I find curious though. I read about the war that they said that we were having with each other, but there's really no proof of wars that we have with each other.
Same hair raisers every night. And there's no proof that we have war with each other. See that? You see what they at? They still trying. Well, I tell you what, all these folks here. Oh, okay. My bad. Okay, my bad. I was trying to keep up with you. Y'all going over there? Y'all, I'm gonna let y'all go over there. It's going on midnight. I'm gonna go to bed. Let it. But I appreciate y'all coming over here and hanging out with me tonight, for real. But listen, y'all, we got things to do. We got estate planning. We got stuff like that to do. We ain't got time to be arguing over stuff that don't make no sense. So I just encourage y'all to get with people who are like-mindedness. Get with people who are about their legacy. Get with people who are about trying to make sure that we put this information out here. Because if everybody got a channel, everybody needs to be talking about the things that make sense. See, I mean, I don't know why everybody waiting on one person to come on and for everybody just to have a good time to raise sand and act stupid. I mean, I really don't understand that. And it's a waste of time. And it don't do nothing but show like 353 people. I got 10 people in my chat, and I'm trying to give out good information. But 360 people, they want bullshit. That's how I see that. Let's just say 144,000 strong. Oh, thank you, love. But that's what I'm saying. It's heartbreaking to me that I can only get 10 people to support me. when all I'm trying to do is to get my people to support themselves. But you know, I don't know. You guys listen. I got a new setup. I'm gonna be leaving here. No, I ain't gonna leave. I probably won't leave. But I consider this to being on the bottom. I really do. After December, when I saw what happened to me December, when everybody crashed and burned and turned on me, I got out the way and I said, I don't never want to be in the bottom with them no more. Because crabs in the barrel, I saw them trying to take me down. And I was like, all them niggas will get me killed. You know? They'll let somebody stick a knife in my back. So, the universe, the Most High showed me every last one of them over these last 2 months. So I know who not to mess with. So when I say, y'all, watch yourself with these people, because you can tell how they is by the way they communicate. I'm just glad that the ones that I did meet, that I left them, got out their way too, because it's some crazy people out here in this universe. So y'all be strong and don't get entangled in your spirit with a lot of mess because it's the spirit that's gonna take us up out of here wherever we need to be. Whether we need to escape from any of this bullshit, y'all better know it. It's your real spirit that's gonna elevate you to where you need to be. Um, that's irregardless to what happens. Irregardless, no sudden fear, right? No certain fear shall be placed in your spirit because a lot of people like to drop all this sudden fear. What's gonna happen? What's gonna happen anyway, right? So don't let it put certain fear in your heart. And know that you are protected. Know that you are, you know what I'm saying? We got to know this, y'all. We got to know it because it's too much going on and we're at that time. We're at the time that it's going to have to, listen, I heard Dane and Top Cat, and I didn't know that I thought a lot of people knew about this. Donald Trump. Donald Trump, they had a book written out about Donald Trump years ago. Let me see, can I find it? Before I even had ever heard of a Donald Trump, I had read about this book. Anybody ever heard of it? Anybody ever heard of Donald Trump's book? Nope. Oh, it's in my chat. AI is in my chat. Are you serious? Okay, here it goes right here. Okay, there. Oh, ain't nobody heard of it. Wow. See? Okay. It was called. Okay, let me see. So they're saying The Last Trump is a science fiction short story by American writer Isaac Asimov. It was first published in June 1955. Okay. Let me see. The Last Trump is a science fiction short story by American writer Isaac Asimov. It was first published in June 1955 issue of Fantastic Universe. Okay, y'all remember that? No, you probably don't because y'all young. But the Fantastic Universe, those are some of those Marvels, if I'm not mistaken. Some of those Marvels and those cartoons. And let me see. Let me just check it right quick. Fantastic Universe, yeah, science fiction novel, science fiction magazine, which began publishing in 1950. It ran for 69 issues. Yeah, okay. So, they had a name called the Earth is Room Enough. What else they got here? By order of the Council of the Ascendants and approved of by the chief, it is decided that the day of resurrection is due on earth. Y'all hear me? Y'all listening, right? Despite the protestation of Ethereal, almost look like the Ethereal, a junior seraph with responsibility for the world, while he seeks an audience with the chief to plead for a stay of execution for his planning. The last trump is sounded, and as of January 1st, 1957, time comes to a stop on Earth. Now that's like 8 months and 10 days before I was born, y'all. This date right here. A mysterious figure known as R.E. Man, a pun of Amaraman, the Persian name for Satan. Y'all hear me, right? Later revealed as the devil, makes his way across the world, seeing what has happened in the hereafter and pleased with it. All the dead are coming back to life, naked and uncaring. He meets a former professor of history who observes that the people have indeed been judged and are not in heaven but hell. He also meets a manufacturer of breakfast cereal. Y'all have fun. Who angrily threatens to sue since no one will need his products anymore. Oh my goodness. Ethereal has his meeting with the chief and argues that the date January 1st, 1957, unqualified is meaningless, and that therefore a single day of resurrection is also impossible. Okay, now this was supposed to be the last trump, but that's not the one. That was about the trumpet being sound in the Bible, though. Right there, that's what I'm thinking. But there was a book that was written about Trump, the president of the United States, decided to activate. Is that it? And the last Trump is no, Byron Trump. And then they got one about Byron Trump. Byron Trump, the future leader, did in 1800. No, they said that he is a time traveler. That's what they said about Byron. Y'all heard that? They say Byron is a time traveler. Yeah, but that's crazy though. That's some crazy stuff. I don't deal with all that old craziness. But with that being said, about I was going to show you about this right here. So y'all, this I'm gonna let y'all go for real. Y'all hanging out with Mama T. The color. Wait a minute, hold on. Let me go. Where I wanna go? I wanna go right here. Let's see, can I find this? Anybody ever heard of the I'm trying to say it right. Ooh, I'm about to run out of space over here. The Kahuni family. Anybody ever heard of the Kahuni? I'm gonna share with y'all on these Kahuni. Let's see, can I find the Kahuni? Snap! Oh snap! I hope y'all. Oh snap! I just broke my PC. Oh, I just broke my PC. Oh my goodness. Let's see. I I just broke my PC. Dang. Oh. Are y'all still there? Are y'all still there? Can y'all hear me? Because my PC just broke. One of them anyway. Can y'all hear me still? I don't even know where y'all at. Let me see, could I find you? Okay, hold on. I can't see y'all. But let me see. Can I go back? Where was I? Oh man. Let's see. Okay, here we go. Here we go. Here we go. Here we go. Are y'all there? Can y'all hear me? Yeah, I can. I just broke my tablet, y'all. My screen is broken. But y'all still there. That's what's up. Yeah, I had a little accident. I'm glad I got 2, 3 tablets around here. At least it's still working though, y'all. Okay. I was asking y'all about the Kahuni family. Let me see, can I find what I was looking for? I forgot I had that thing elevated up there. Oh, I broke it good. Let me see. Kahuni. Where you at, Kahuni? Let me see over here. See, can I find you over here, Kahuni family? The Kahuni. Y'all give me a minute. It was down here somewhere. We here. Oh, yeah, dang, I tell you. But at least I still can see it, y'all. This one of these cracked screens, you know how you. Oh man, I gotta get on my. Well, all I gotta do is transfer it though. Let me see. As long as it still worked for me, I'd be all right, I guess. Let me see. Dang. I'm trying to find something. I think I might need to go to the other PC, y'all. Bear with me a minute. Let me go over here. I be having 3, 4 devices up. That's why I be tripping, y'all. I be all over the place. Let's see. Right here. Gmail. Y'all give me a minute. I'm having to have to locate something. Y'all know about that Kanika Jenkins situation? Anybody follow Kanika? I follow Kanika Jenkins. I've been following that story, y'all. It's a big thing. It's really big. Okay, here we go. Here we go. Let me see. Okay. I had a mail delivery. This didn't go where I was supposed to go. Okay, here we go. All right, here we go, y'all. This is what I want to show y'all. Let me see. Here we go. All right, how I'm gonna do this? Let me see. Can I? Okay. Don't think I get it on the TV. See if it'll come on the TV.
No proof of
Okay, y'all gotta go.
wars that we have with the.
Y'all gotta go. Let's see. Go here. Let's see if y'all gonna be able to. If they got anything in YouTube, y'all, I'm just checking because I'm not sure if they do or not about what I'm looking up, what I got here. Okay. And then look, y'all, spell it out. Look at, put it in your thing. It's the Lincoln. See, can y'all find this for me? The Lincoln Kahuni, KAHLOONI. Y'all ever heard of them people before? Huh? Let's see what y'all say. Y'all hear me? Uh-oh. Let me see. Are y'all listening? Are y'all able to hear me right now? Let me see. I see you said something earlier, Yazia, but can y'all hear me now? Okay, good deal. So can you spell the Kahuni? Did y'all put it in the? I want y'all to put that in there because this is who all the presidents is family of, y'all. Okay, this is where all of the family. This is this bloodline. I'm giving y'all this bloodline. These are the bloodlines of the real. Everybody who'd have been president. Everybody who'd have been president, y'all. Okay. I see a few things. Let me see, can I prop this thing back up here, y'all? So we can look at this right quick. Oh, I gotta be careful with this glass though. Okay. All right. Let's see, y'all. Let's see if we're gonna be able to see it. What I'm finna put up here. Okay. Y'all see it? Kahuni. The Kahuni. Y'all see it, right? Y'all pull it up. Did you get to pull it up? They got some YouTubes on it too, y'all. So I just want to share it with you, right? So y'all can get a good idea and do your own research. Excuse me. Lincoln and the Kennedy, all you never needed to know, y'all. We're going to look at that one right there.
When you're smiling, when you're smiling,
I'm doing this as a response to a video made about some amazing facts that you didn't know about the United States presidents of the past. Well, I've trawled up a few of my own facts, and I think you'll find them kind of spooky, to say the least.
Spooky.
Starts off pretty innocuously. Abraham Lincoln was elected to Congress in 1846. John F. Kennedy was elected to Congress in 1946. I'll read this so I get it right. Lincoln in 1860. John F. Kennedy was elected president in 1960. Both were particularly concerned with human rights, which is a good thing. But a bad thing is both their wives lost children while living in the White House. How careless.
Oh, that was...
Both presidents were shot in the head, and both presidents were shot on a Friday.
Oh, that's that conspiracy one. That's not really the one I really want.
Now it gets strange. Lincoln's secretary was named Kennedy, and Kennedy's secretary was named
Lincoln.
Oh
yeah, I see now. Y'all seen this before?
Both were assassinated by Southerners.
Oh, look at that mouth there.
Southerners called Johnston.
Oh my gosh.
Andrew Johnson, who succeeded Lincoln, was born in 1808. Lyndon Johnson, who succeeded Kennedy, was born in 1908. John Wilkes Booth, who assassinated Lincoln, was born in 1839, while Lee Harvey Oswald, born 1939. Both assassins were known by 3 names, each comprising of 15 letters.
That's not the one
Lincoln
I
was shot
wanted,
in
though,
a theater
y'all.
named Ford, and Kennedy was shot in a
Let me
car
see if I find the one I
called
want.
Lincoln that was made by Ford. Getting spooky.
Yeah, it is crazy.
Lincoln was
y'all.
shot in
Y'all
a
hear
theater,
that?
and his assassin ran and hid in a warehouse. Kennedy was shot from a warehouse, and his assassin ran and hid in a theater. Both Booth and Oswald were assassinated before they could go to trial. And now here is the piece de resistance. A week before Lincoln was shot, he was in Monroe, Maryland. A week before Kennedy was shot, he was in Maryland, Monroe.
Listen to it, y'all. That is weird, ain't it, y'all?
Sorry, I'll read that again.
Y'all seeing it?
He was with Marilyn Monroe. Now, ain't that spooky?
It is crazy, though.
In fact, spooky just happens to be the title of my new video over in my channel, Barry Perrin's channel here on YouTube.
That's
so
really what
check
I
that out.
wanted, y'all. But he about done anyway.
I just thought I'd get that in while I could. Free advertising, ain't it great?
Okay. Okay, we're going to let him go.
I'm Mr. Beats. Have a history teacher explain
Okay,
this
we're
if
gonna
you
let him-
can.
Get off my TV. Okay, so the Lincoln Cohoney Druze minority bloodline. They say that they are the strand of Jesus. Okay? Do you remember when Q made numerous biblical references and specifically mentioned to follow the bloodline? The reason these are biblical times is because we are in the midst of an irregular spiritual, psychological, information-based bloodline war where God wins in the end. This is some stuff, y'all. I'm reading it to you. You know, I don't believe it, but I'm reading what I just found, right? The reason, wait a minute, the bloodlines engaged in this warfare are the interbred and intermarried fake Jewish Khazarian, Mafia Illuminati Jesuits, bloodlines whom seek to exterminate the remaining Druze ethnic bloodlines, 800,000 to 2 million people from Earth as they share the same scientifically proven DNA as Jesus Christ. This is what they said. November the 18th, 2021, both of which were targeted for assassination by the Khazarian Mafia, resulting in John Fitzgerald Lincoln Cohoney body double, who was believed to be Officer J.D. Tippett, being assassinated on November the 22nd, 1963. Did y'all hear what I just read? They said that John F. Kennedy was not the one killed. Did y'all just hear that? Did y'all just hear that? Let me see where y'all at. Let me see if y'all heard what I heard. You got the big kid. Oh, okay. You heard. You listening, right? You listening, right? Okay. So, what was that? Let's see. Do you remember? Wait a minute. Both of which was targeted as did I read that? Yeah. Okay. Do you remember when Q made numerous biblical references? Y'all remember QAnon, right? QAnon? Before Trump got in the first time, they was doing all that. Y'all remember QAnon? It says that biblical references specifically mentioned to follow the bloodline. The reason these are biblical times. Okay, you got Neil Anderson, Once you understand Druze and Libya, you will understand many of the scandals, Pandora's box, Navy SEALs in Thailand, saving the kids that were stuck in the caves, Delta Force, uncovering Gaddafi's stolen gold in Thailand that Obama was using to pay off ISIS with, Extortion 17, SEALs dying, Obama, Hillary, Biden, ordering the shoot down of SEAL Team 6. They were going to out them for the fake Biden Bin Laden raid. Y'all remember the Bin Laden raid, right? Some survive and know they are here following me. Listen, Benghazi attack on Jesus Christ's birthday, September the 11th, 2012. SEALs dying, fake Osama bin Laden raid, Twin Towers on Jesus' birthday, September the 11th. So, September the 11th, they're saying is the actual date of their Jesus Christ, not December 25th. Because they done had a Benghazi attack on September 11th in 2012. They had the Twin Towers to go down on September 11th in 2011. Now, watch this. Watch this. Okay, what is I just went to they made a show on Seal Doom 6. Oh, okay. I just went to AI, y'all, and I asked AI what is September 11th real meaning, right? Then I'm gonna go and get the dates September 11th of everything that has happened on September 11th. Okay? See, this is how I do my research because these people they think they slick. So, what is September 11th real meaning? The term September 11th typically refers to September 11th attacks that occurred on September 11th, 2001. These were a series of coordinated terrorist attacks by the militant group Al Qaeda against the United States. Here's a brief overview. 4 planes were hijacked, casualties. So that's all they got on there, right? Watch this. See, okay, okay, here we go. So they ain't got nothing. September 11th ain't never did nothing else in this world. But what they said, the flight. How many flights was it? It says American Airlines Flight 11, Flight 175, Flight 77. How many damn flights was it? How many flights really was it? So that's the only thing they giving me on that day. Have y'all ever have you ever Googled the date that you was born and found out all the things that happened on the date you were born? Anybody? Look, these folks so stupid, y'all. They think we so stupid. I done did mine before, but I just did it just then. And I just said things. I just said things August 11th. That's all I put in there, right? How about it says 3,114 BC? No, they think that's stupid. Yeah, please do. Yeah, you'll be amazed at all the stuff that they're gonna give you. They got something for 3,000 years ago that started of the Mesoamerican long count calendar, y'all. I ain't never heard of that. Have you? A long count calendar used by several pre-Columbian Mesoamerican civilizations, notably the Mayans. They said that happened on my birthday. I mean, on my solar return, rather. Um, 3,114 years ago. Well, in that year, BC. I didn't know. But at least they said the Mayans, right? At least they didn't go and talk about something about Europe or something, right? So they said in 480 BC, the battle of Artemisium during the Greco-Persian War, where the Persian navy achieved a victory over the Greeks. They gotta be kidding me. But then let's go to 1300. We got a battle. Franco-Highland force defeated the Flemish fleet. 1415, you got Henry V of England and an army of 12,000 sailed from Southampton, England, bound for France. Listen. Now we get to America in 1866. The world's first roller rink. Who knew they had a roller rink in 1866? They had a roller rink in Newport, Rhode Island. Now you know I gotta go and Google and find this. Y'all, that's how I get caught up in all kind of research. Cause they leave me on somewhere else. Now I gotta find this roller rink skating ring in 1800, y'all. They gotta be kidding me. In Rhode Island. 1877, American astronomer A$AP Hall discovered Mars moon. Okay, see, that's too much. 1934, federal prisoners were transferred to Alcatraz on my solar return. Nah, that's crazy. A former peace treaty ended over 7 years of fighting in Indochina between French and the communists. 1954. That's crazy. 1988, Al Qaeda was formed. They formed Al Qaeda in Osama bin Laden in 1988. And in 2003, NATO took over commands of the peacekeeping force of Afghanistan. See, all that stuff right there, that was to the demise of us. But y'all listen, y'all. I love y'all for hanging in here with me. Y'all know I can just do this all night and all day, but time to go get some rest now. I get up early. I love y'all so much. Thank you for hanging in here with me. And I hope I said something to encourage you and to push you on to researching and find out what we need to do, y'all. I'm here for it, okay? Y'all know where I'm at. Holler at me later. Holler at me later, y'all. Let me see, can I find where we at? Play my little song one time. Hey, we gonna get out. Love you. Yes, indeed. I do. Y'all check them kahunas out, though, for real. All the bloodlines from Lincoln all the way to Trump they connected. They family. Okay? Check them out. They family. So that's why they've been presidents, because they keeping it in the family. Lights out.
Shout out to the mama chief. Yeah, you be quiet when Big Mama speaks. What she gave us is a part of me. It flows through my arteries. Even on that journey, that love grows out of garden beat. The first to teach us when we sick, the first to heal us. Mama's boy, yeah, you know, her pride and joy. Soul food, yeah, you know, I'm an enjoy. Calm you down, just by the sound of a voice. There isn't another feeling inside. When they cheer you on, let you game, and you feeling the pride. You and your siblings fighting, she gon' make you put the feelings aside. She can't lead you down the road, but she can give you the guide. Where you think I get that blissful look in my eyes? I need a side of ice cream with them eyes up pie. You know what's up for Mama Chief, you know I'm a ride. Cause we all need our Mama Chiefs. Yeah, we all love our Mama Chiefs. The greatness, the patience, the foundation, the knowledge passed down so many generations. Our motivation. I just want to thank you for my creation. Cause we all love our Mama Chiefs. Yeah, we all need a Mama Chiefs. Yeah, we all rap for Mama Chief. The dedication. I see the tears at my graduation.
The little more you would have made it. You're the reason I'm one of the greatest. Yay!
Yeah, cause we all need a Mama Chiefs. Yeah, we all love a Mama Chiefs. Yeah, we all rap for Mama Chief.
Hey y'all ain't gone yet though. Y'all still right there for a minute, right? I got something that I want to share with y'all. Oh wait, I'm so loud. I hear myself, y'all. I'm sorry. Okay, hold on. I got something that I want to share with y'all right quick, y'all. Let me find it. Um, y'all know I lost my grandson. Um, what? It'll be a year this coming Sunday, right? And we doing his memorial. So I want to share something with you guys that somebody my daughter works with. They never met my grandson. Didn't know my daughter till they met her. But then they in turn had some type of what you call it, intermediate at in their sleep. They were waking up in the middle of the night, and they said that I'm looking for it, you guys. I'm talking and looking at the same time. But they said that she said that she was woken up and was told to wake up and to get a pencil and a piece of paper and write. And let me find it, y'all. Let me shut up and find it right quick. Be patient with me. I'm little mind. The little mind is a terrible thing to waste. The mind is a terrible thing to waste, y'all. Hold up. Let me see where it's at, my thoughts. Where is it? Oh, what is it? Okay, here you go. Oh, go. Dang, y'all. I'm rushing and I'm sorry. Because y'all still there with me. Yeah, y'all still there. Y'all want to hear it. I want you to hear it too because it's beautiful. Um, what is it? I must have been past it several times. Dang, now, oh, y'all. My bad. I'm rushing and because I don't want to hold y'all, but okay, give me another minute. Let me look. Figure out where I put it. Okay. Had to be in January. I'm looking at. Oh, here it is, y'all. I finally found it. Thank y'all for being so patient with me. Let me turn it up.
Welcome, Monica, to the stage.
Can y'all hear it?
The one and only Monica to the stage. The one and only. Give it up a cut beat.
This was supposed to. She said that my grandson woke up and told her to write this.
I'm ready. All right. Oh, y'all, bear with me. I know you missed me and feel like I left too soon, Mom. But I had another assignment to fulfill from God, and I had to go. Although I know my thoughts on being action would consume you. I'm not angry with you, no matter the way you think things were left unsaid. I understand you more than you know, even when I was distant and left your messages on read. I had internal battles I dealt with on a daily I was facing, so stop blaming you. You did the best with what you had, and I took pride in helping with my family too. We all go through things in life, and I should have been more vocal. But it's cool, I was a man, and my life should have been my main focus. I don't hold anything against you, so please stop thinking that I do. Your life wasn't perfect, but you always expressed love no matter what you were going through. You were always there for me when I needed you. But sometimes I took advantage, I can't lie, because I knew you were a person who would always forgive and forget. So just live your life like Rihanna. There's no need to have regret. I have fond memories both with family and friends. And I knew somehow my day was coming soon to an end. Give everybody a kiss for me and tell them that I love them. Do a little dance for me. I'll be in heaven awaiting your arrival. I'm still having fun. Ain't nothing really changed. It's just my location that I chose to change. For eternal peace and tranquility. I'm living my best life, exceeding all possibilities. You'll be proud to see some of the things I've accomplished. Being a mentor, sharing all types of knowledge. I'll always be your guardian angel. Continue excelling in life and remain grateful. You have more things to do in the real world. So be strong for me, especially for my little girl. She needs you more than you know. Promise to continue to water the seeds so the family will grow. I'm gone, Ma. Alright, hold your head up high. When you think of me, don't cry. I'll be here. Just look up, smile, and talk to the sky.
Were y'all able to hear that? I hope so. Were you able to hear that? Let me see where you guys are. Able to hear that? You heard it. Okay. Now, let me explain. When she said, take care of my little girl, that woman knew nothing about my family. That right there, I truly feel that energy because she didn't know nothing about my family was a dancing family. When he said do a little dance, see my whole family, we cut up in the dance floor, you know. So when she said that, when she said, I left a lot of your emails unread, unanswered. We know that's true. I mean, it's just so much about that message. She said she got up. She was told to get up, get a pen and a piece of paper, and write. She did not know my daughter or my grandson before he died. And when she said, take care of my little girl because she needs you, she didn't know nobody he had no daughter. That woman didn't know anything about us. So for him to touch her, who had just got a job working with his mom, it was, it meant something. It really meant something, y'all. It really did. So I just wanted to share that with y'all. My 34, he was 33 years old. He was my firstborn, the one that I changed my whole life for, actually. And I had to secured him. I had to did a lot for him that he wouldn't have to stressed, but he didn't know it. And, you know, my grandson lost his life over $1,000, y'all. Over $1,000 from those foreigners in those little pat machines in the store. They wouldn't give him his money after he had won $1,000. So it went south. And he declared he wasn't going back to jail, bitches. It's all on tape. My daughter said she had to see it. He said he wasn't going back to jail. I don't know what they did to him in jail, but he didn't want to be back in there. And he made a choice. So it's basically suicide by cop. Because he made his choice. So, but I just wanted to share that, y'all. I'm at peace, it is what it is. And, people make their choices, and I appreciate y'all. And I appreciate the support, and everything y'all give, okay? Yeah. So we're going to say night, y'all. Y'all have a good one. Peace and love.